Oh, that's brilliant timing, Adam. Good evening
Seamless.
and welcome to Canon Chat TV. If anybody's wondering what I'm talking about, Adam, during that countdown, had run to grab a drink and he sat down just as we all popped back on your screens. So welcome back to the chat along for the Netherlands v England up at Ellen Road. This was the first meeting between England and Netherlands since 2017, the UEFA European Championships, a tournament in which the Netherlands went on to beat us 3-0 in the semi-final.
They tanked us.
But this time around, it's a little bit different. Sarina's at the wheel, but unfortunately, she won't be present at Ellen Road tonight because she had to fly home to the Netherlands.
She's gone back. This is news to me. So she's not in this game either.
No, I think it was this. I think it's this game that she won't be around. So I could be wrong, because she did do an interview yesterday, so it might be the Switzerland game. So she might be there, she might not be there. So I think it was Matt that might have said that she might not be there tonight. So
we'll find out on in a few minutes' time. I was going to say this: if of all the games, this would be the one I'd think she wouldn't want to miss because of what it will mean.
Exactly, she's been a manager against her home nation. I mean, I spoke to James Wareham earlier today. He's a journalist from England but lives in the Netherlands, so he's watching both very closely. He's hang on, where did it go? Sorry, I do apologise. Sarina Wiegman, there was an interview he's done an interview with Sarina previously, and Sarina Wiegman spoke to the Dutch broadcasters today. Said the FA is a massive association and the women's football is even further developed in England than it is the Netherlands. And you notice that I'm enjoying the time as manager in England so far because it is such a challenge and sometimes difficult to make choices because there are more players of a higher level. I believe the tempo of training is higher, and I also believe there is a click between players and myself and we work all together. It's about having a personal contact and sharing the way in which we want to work, and I have often said I want to create the environment where everybody can be themselves, although high standards are demanded, and up till now that appears to be the case. The players feel good, and even see that in the training where we ask the exceptional high level from the players. James Rowe, I'd like to just say thank you and I appreciate you for translating that from me from Dutch into English, because obviously this was originally a Dutch interview.
Yes.
But what are your thoughts on Sarina's comments about the women's FA, Adam?
I'm not surprised. I mean, there is definitely, I would say, from a club perspective, there's definitely a gap in I'd say in progress, and is in probably the talent and skill that we see. The WSL is better than the Dutch home league. I think we go with that, and that's why a lot of the Dutch talent, like Van der Donk, Miedeama, Jill Roord, Dominic Janssen, Sabine, they came over to play for Arsenal, and obviously that's Jackie Cornan at Man United. So I'm liking the positivity that she feels with England. I mean, when we played them at Euro 2017, the Netherlands were the better side. They had the backing of the home crowd, but they were a very, very talented, and I think in some sense, I think we probably underestimated them because this is the first time I've seen most of the players have now become household names like Lieke Martins and Miedeama, and of course Sarina was the sort of the manager behind all that. So if she thinks that this team is better, then that is really, really exciting going into the Euros. Yes, hopefully it will translate on the pitch with maybe go further in the semi-final this time. Very exciting to hear.
But Sarina has also come out and said the Netherlands is the toughest team we're going to face.
Yep.
And looking at it on paper, I completely agree. And fully knowing full well what Van der Donk, Vivienne Miedeama, and Jill Roord are capable of. It's looking like a scary game. I do think we can rise to the challenge if we keep our heads down and don't make the silly mistakes we did, like in that semi-final. Example, Millie Bright. That was awful. I'd never actually watched that game, but I've watched the clip back. And I sat there and hung my head, and I was like, it's such a silly error.
Well,
from her.
I put both clips up actually on today, just sort of commemorate both sides, because obviously, for balance, I did put Jill Scott's goal up for our win in 2009, but no, the two mistakes were Farrell Williams for the second with the back header towards the keeper. I don't know if it was Barsley or Siobhan Chamberlain at that point. That let Devante Donkin. By the time Bright scored the own goal, we were beyond added time. The game was lost. But it was a very frustrating semi-final that, the Netherlands 100% deserved to win. They were amazing on the night. It was just frustrating. It was frustrating that for having knocked out France and with Germany out, we were sort of the favourites going into it, and also two of the three goals were self-inflicted. If we kept it 1-0 long enough, maybe we would have got something. But it was the game when the Netherlands just sort of hit the world stage and suddenly like, oh my goodness, this is an amazing team, and they won a brilliant final against Denmark. So I think they've got an attack to be feared. You've got Miedeama, Van der Donk, Jill Roord. I think maybe even Bernstein might play as well. The weakness will probably be at the back. I think the likes of Van Wielen Darling goal. I don't think she's as good as say likes of Roebuck. We saw at the Olympics, Netherlands got cut open quite a lot in that tournament. They scored loads, but they were quite open at the back, and obviously Sarina will know this. So it will be about how strong we are defensively. It'll be interesting to see what the lineup she picked, whether she'll heavily rotate from last game or stick close to the team that managed to keep a clean sheet against Belgium. Obviously, this is a massive step up. I wouldn't be surprised if we lost this game, but if we did, I don't think it's the end of the world, because I think it would be good to have an early setback to refocus the team, because against Belgium, we weren't at our flow at best. We were a bit rusty, and we've been on a beaten run, and those can be dangerous because they can mask the flaws in the team. You think you just keep winning, you keep drawing, and it's fine, everything's fine, and then suddenly you get caught out against Iceland in the quarterfinals or something. So if we'll see how this goes, I think it will be a good test, and I think this will be like the Arnold Clark Cup. It'll be a good chance to sort of gauge where we are in our prep for the tournament.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think this is going to be a really good challenge. I mean, Belgium was a bit of a test, but I think this team is probably going to be one of the hardest out of the three that we've got before the tournament officially starts. So I'm not saying that all the games will be easy, but it's still going to be pretty hard. I'm going to see who we've got in the chat. I believe this is Doug from the Dugout Football Channel. Good evening. Doug. How are you? And obviously, our wonderful Mr. Lee Meadows is in the chat as well. Hi, guys. Really looking forward to this. Have a great stream. Thank you, Lee. And I know you'll be with us all night long, as always. So I hope we keep you good company. Another thing for tonight, Adam. So in our last 9 games against the Netherlands, we've lost 6, drawn 2, and only won the once.
Is this men and women or just women?
This is just the girls, I'm afraid. These are stats from the girls. Yep.
Have we lost that many against the Netherlands?
Yep.
I know when we won.
This is before the 2017 Euros.
So I know there's one game we won because I remember I think it was a qualifier. We beat them 1-0 with Farrell Williams quickly taking free kick. But I thought we must have beaten them more than that. That is a surprisingly high amount.
That is the 9 previous games for the 3-0 loss. So it's not looking great at the moment.
It's not great. I mean, I flash back. I was looking through some of the old archives when there was a time when we didn't even qualify for tournaments, and it was I think 97, 98. We almost got relegated from qualification altogether, and we were in a group with Germany, Norway, and Netherlands. And in that one, we lost. We beat the Netherlands at home. Kelly Smith scored, but we lost away. So it must be going that far back, because that's quite a lot of games. Because the Netherlands weren't a big power until very recently. But that's a scary statistic to We're all about positivity here, definitely. Lottie.
Oh, I know, but I'm getting this direct. My stats directly came from the England website, so shoot the messenger.
I can believe it. It's just I didn't realise it, and it's shocking.
Yeah, I know. And another bit of a grim stat for you, Adam. The Netherlands have only lost one of their last 16 games, 9 wins, 6 draws, with a lone defeat coming against France back in February. Their last 2 games since that defeat have been a 12-0 win over Cyprus and a 5-1 win over South Africa.
So those results I wouldn't take much interest in because we know
Mm-hmm.
there's a disparity in quality, golf
No,
quality between
100%.
the. Yeah. We what was who was it we beat? Was it 20-0? Who was it we beat? Was it I can't remember. Was it
I
Latvia or something?
believe that was North Macedonia.
North Macedonia was it? Yeah, no, one was
Yeah.
one we beat 8-0, 20-0. Bonkers score line.
Mm.
So
Oh no,
the the
exactly.
the the games are more interested in other draws. So obviously the Netherlands are now in the quirky situation where a Dutch coach managed the English
Mm-hmm.
against the Dutch team managed by an English. It's all inverted. It's very weird, which is made more confusing by the fact that we're in orange and they're in white tonight. But they're under new management in Mark Parsons.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be difficult for them to adjust. And I think we saw that early on. I think they had some draws against Czech Republic, games they would have expected to win. So the draws that they've had gives me confidence. But now that Mark has fully transitioned away from, because I think he was managing in America, and he was sort of dabbling between the two. Now
Mm-hmm.
he's fully focused on the Netherlands. That would give me some hope that maybe we can do something. See how they get on. Team lineups have just come in on the big screen. So a
Okay.
quick,
If you just bear
so
with me 1 second, I can pull that up on the screen.
okay, see if yours line
I
up.
was just having a look at the stats again while you were
Mm,
talking, Adam, and
mm.
both managers have won 3 and drawn 1 since they've taken over, which is pretty
Both what?
cool.
Both managers
So,
since
but
taking over have won. So how many?
one
One.
three,
Yeah.
1-3 each, and only drawn once.
Oh, okay. I know we drew twice at the
Which,
Arnold Cup, so I don't know if that's
well,
just kind of.
I don't think that counts. I was just looking at the stat. I don't think
Okay.
that actually counts. All right, so our lineups are in.
Yeah.
Adam, do you want to take us through? What do you think?
So it's Earps in goal. Bright and Greenwood, the centre back pairing. So that's Lotte's been taken out and
Oh,
Greenwood has come in.
sorry to
According to.
butt in, but Sarina is at the game tonight. I was
Yep.
100% wrong. I do apologise, everyone, for what I said at the beginning.
Yeah,
I thought
that's
she'd gone
fine.
home for her sister's
That
funeral.
might that might well be the next one.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, of all the games in all the worlds, this Sarina wouldn't, she can't miss this one. So,
No, exactly.
interesting observation that Daly starting at left back, despite people's cries that she's a forward. In this instance, she's left back, and being a huge Leeds United fan and being a 50th cap, this is going to be a very, very, very special night for her.
Yeah, definitely.
Bronze is in at right back once again. Walsh and Williamson again provide the double pivot. But this time it is Kirby rather than Stanway starting at 10. And then you've got the rough diamond that is Hemp on the left, the Joker in the pack, Kelly on the right. And it's a start for Beth England, which is interesting. So the likes of Beth Mead and Ella Toon, George Stanway, Stokes, they're on the bench. Russo, she's on the bench as well. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see her maybe in the second half. It's a good attack. I can see that England. She found a bit of form towards the end of the season, and I think she deserves a chance to lead the line. I don't think White did. I think White was quite rusty in the last game against Belgium. She did miss quite a few opportunities, which I think a red hot Ellen White would have definitely buried. So it's a chance for England to stake a claim. They're competing to be the first striker out at Austria at Old Trafford. See what she can do against some of the best in the world. It's I thought it might have been rotated more, but I think that's a decent enough team. Was Earps was the one who played against Belgium, wasn't it? I think Earps was.
I believe
She better got.
so. I believe
Yeah,
so.
she better
I'd
got
have to
kicked.
go back and double check
But
for
I
this,
think
but
that's interesting that she. It looks like that maybe Earps is the keeper she has plumped for over Roebuck as her number one potentially, which is a
okay.
surprise.
Thing
It
is,
is.
I think I'd be happy with Mary as number 1, to be honest. For me
Hmm.
personally, I've been like where I've watched the odd Man United game, I've been quite impressed with her.
Same. Yeah, she had some good saves against us when they came to Meadow Park, although she didn't crown herself with glory when we went to see them. I think it is interesting that, like I said, Roebuck is out because she was sort of earmarked as the heir apparent to Bardsley. I just wonder maybe because she had that long-term injury this season, maybe Sarina, doesn't think she can do it. But I thought she might have rotated around, given Hampton a game, and one of them given Roebuck a game, given them all a go. So intriguing that she's stuck by Earps. We shall see how that pans out.
I think Earps might be the safer option with Vivienne Miedeama around. I believe Viv got her first goal against Man United this past season as well, if I remember rightly. So she's been looking for it for a while. So I think with Mary Earps, I think that's the safe option with Viv around. As much as we love Viv, she's going to be in danger this evening.
One thing I would add, obviously, Roebuck is she was caught out in the air in both cup finals against Chelsea, so there is a weakness there. She had a blunder that Kirk capitalised, and I think she got caught out again for the opener in the FA Cup final. That might have played on Sarina's mind.
Yeah, that is true, but it's also another thing to remember. Kerr's not playing in this tournament, so no. I think Roebuck might be a bit safer this time round.
Kerr's not playing, but there are plenty of other forwards that aren't in the WSL that will be, and I've no doubt aerial bombardments will be one of the tactics used against us.
No, definitely no. You mentioned earlier that it was Rachel Daly's 50th cap, I should say. Sorry, get me using my words. I'm just wanting to add another stat in there. With the match taken at Elland Road, it's the first time England women's sides have played at Leeds since May 1983. And they beat Scotland 2-0 in a Euro qualifier that day under Martin Reagan.
Yep, that was the qualifier to the first ever Euros final.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I've had a look through some of your work, and I thought I'd throw that in there because you'd know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So I'm just going to flip back to the chat again because it is jumping in there. We got my favourite Stuart in the chat. Hello, Stu. Matt is in the chat, and he will be back on the screen with us shortly, hopefully. Lee wishing Ellen White as she's recovering from COVID.
Yeah. Well mentioned, Lee.
I know it's a bit of a blow to us right now, but at least it's now and not in a week and a half or so.
Absolutely.
So please come back to us, Ellen. We need you for this tournament.
Yeah. We need to break the scoring record as well.
Yeah. We've got Nippon in the chat. Hi, Nippon. Big up.
Hello.
And Matt is correcting us. It was Latvia.
It was Latvia. Okay. It was one or the other.
I got Lee telling me off.
Yep.
Vivienne Miedeama's on the bench.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, that is a big call. That is a very, very big call.
That's interesting. Have
you seen the lineup for
no, it hasn't popped up onto you, but I will have a look at my various sources.
Because my next question is Van der Donk starting or even Jill Roord?
I have the lineup here. So in goal we have ex-Arsenal goalkeeper Van Dielendaal. At the back we have ex-Arsenal defender Dominic Janssen. Along with Nouwen, who I think plays at Chelsea potentially. Do feel free to call me out if I'm wrong on that one. Van der Graag, Wilms, Sharon Spitzer, Palova, and Jackie Gronnen of Man United in the midfield.
Sorry, Adam, I'm going to butt in. Spitzer, this is her 200th game for the Netherlands.
Oh, congratulations. Bravo.
Which is absolutely brilliant. I was talking about her today to James Rowe over in the Netherlands. I just want to say congratulations to her from Cannon Chow.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Beth. That's an incredible achievement. I think she might be the captain as well, but again, feel free to call me on that one if I'm wrong. I think she definitely captained at the last Euros. And then attack, we've got a lot of talent here. We've got Lika Martins, now at PSG. Good luck to her there. Ex-Arsenal midfielder, Jill Roord, and new Juventus acquisition, Linef Bernstein. So a lot of talent in that front. So Bernstein's leading the line, which is intriguing because I'm used to seeing her on the wing. So Parsons definitely giving her a chance for the middle. She's a young talent I know is very popular over in the orange country. One to look out for sure. And then on the bench, it's the likes of Miedeama and Van der Donk. So yes, plenty of talent to bring off the bench. But I think they would be the England team would be relieved to see the likes of Viv and DVD on the bench. But then again, I suppose the Netherlands would be relieved to see Beth Mead on the bench. So maybe these things even out.
Yeah, no, that is true. Got Chelsea fan Nippon saying we're on the same team today.
I know, it's a weird feeling.
And that reminds me, thinking of Chelsea, congratulations to Emma Hayes, who picked up her OBE today. I'm not her biggest fan. but congratulations.
Absolutely. No, fair is fair. Rival managers, but to win an
For
OBE,
women's,
you say it was.
yeah,
That's an amazing achievement. Fair play to him, and
she
she's
got
done
it for
so much for the women's
for the
game.
women's sport. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what she got it for. Took the words straight out of my mouth as usual.
Sorry, I apologize.
Matt, let's play a game. How many of these players have played for Arsenal that are either on the bench or in the starting 11?
Well, yes, around Euro 17, there was a real, Dutch players became extremely popular, and Arsenal did acquire quite a few. Not all of them stuck around, sadly. Only Viv remains, although one could argue that Wubben Moy is half Dutch. But yeah, that was sort of the way things were leaning at the moment. A bit like with the men's team, a bit Brazilian. Well, half and half. I'm not sure if it's the Wubben or the Moy that is Dutch. But yes, no, that's. It's only Viv is the last Dutch remaining now, which is a shame.
Definitely. The Dugout Football channel, liked and shared on my Twitter. Thank you. Really appreciate it, guys.
Thank you,
you're
Doug.
Watching now, smash that wonderful like button. It's down there somewhere. I could be pointing to the wrong side of the screen, by the way. And make sure if you're enjoying it so far, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss a show. The Lioness Takeover is starting on the 5th of July. If you haven't seen that intro video yet, when you get 5 minutes after this show, head over to my Twitter page and have a look, or even at halftime if you don't want to watch the commentary. Also, Nippin's asking me who have I got back in my English shirt. This is currently my Bukayo Saka shirt. I have ordered my Women's England shirt from Foodies.com, which is a small women's business that's selling all the England shirts and also other nationalities. If you support someone else, you can head over to Foodies.com and order it now. If you're an England fan, they will hold your order until the numbers are released, and then they will post it out, which is fantastic. They have also brought out their own "We Are the Lionesses" scarf. You enter the code that's on the picture, and you get a free scarf with your shirt, which is brilliant.
Do you need to consider doing that at some point?
Yeah, no, you definitely do. Adam, I'd look soon because the numbers are coming out. Have you got any idea who you're going to put in the back of your shirt? I haven't revealed mine yet.
Well,
everybody will know what I want.
Yeah, but Emil Smith-Rowe doesn't play for the women.
No, which female player would it be?
Well, I'd go Mead because that's the one I have on my shirt anyway. But at the same time, I thought, well, why not mix it up and go for maybe someone else? Maybe like Williamson or
cool.
or something. Yeah, go for the captain. That's an easy one. Or maybe go for a curveball and go for an X one like Jill Scott, or Alex Scott, or Kelly Smith. So
yeah, that's a good shout actually, Adam. Really good shout. I know G's going to be getting Lauren Hemp on the back of her shirt, so that's a complete curveball. I was considering it, but I've already opted for Mead. If I buy the wonderful orange away kit, I probably will get Lauren Hemp on there because I absolutely adore her. I think she's brilliant. Got Nippon saying hello to Doug. Oh gosh, and 1 second, bear with me, guys. And Viv is being saved for the tournament.
Well,
she scored 7 in her last 2 games. You never know.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, the Dutch won't want her pulling a Trent. They want her to stay fit, and you don't want to be injured in the last, second to last or last warm-up game just before a big tournament. Because
Caroline Weir scored for Scotland from Nippon and Stu.
Oh, bravo!
I was going to say, Stu, you did spell that the wrong way around.
Yeah, it's such a shame the Scots aren't going to be there. Again, but
no, it is. But Kim Little's in the US, so.
Yeah,
it's a bit difficult.
Kim's gone abroad, but for I know Scotland are rivals, but I want all the home nations to do well, and to see a nation with that much talent underachieve and not get to these tournaments is it's a shame, really.
Yeah, the Dugout Football Channel. You're very welcome. We're content creators. We're supporting each other, and that's what it's
absolutely
all about. 100%. I do really appreciate it, honestly. And we got Stu Meado.
Yeah, that's
Stu. I'm assuming that is your guess for my back of my shirt. That's on its way, hopefully soon. We still haven't got the official numbers for the England girls,
You're
and
annoying.
it's getting closer and closer. I mean, we've got 9 days until the tournament, and there's no numbers.
Is it 9 days now? Crikey, that has caught up. So
Yeah.
I was going to do a 10-day countdown, and I've missed the first game and what I was going to do. So I've got something set up for 5 days. So just got to make sure I don't miss that one. But yeah, we're in single figures now. It's scary times.
Oh no, it's not 9 days. Do apologise. That's 11 days.
11 days.
Not there quite there.
Not you're getting ahead of ourselves, but yeah, 10 days. All this showing the old the Euro final. Yes, so from tomorrow will be 10-day countdown. So it's close. It's very close. Which reminds me, and I've got to do this, and so does everybody else, to make sure to download the UEFA app to get your tickets downloaded on your phone, because they are coming through. And I got caught out because you will need your passport, which I did not have to hand 5 days ago. So do the same. But if you have bought tickets, they are coming through. Get on the app and get them on your phone, so you can, you're set to go.
And definitely, I've got my tickets. I've got tickets to the opening game on the 6th, and then I also got tickets to Germany and Spain over in Brentford, and then I'm going to the final as well. I'm so excited for July.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be absolutely amazing. There's so many. I know there was complaints about some of the stadiums, but there's most of the stadiums are of Premier League or close to Premier League quality of capacity, and the games that are going to be playing there. I mean, my eye is on Group B. Well, Group A obviously because of England, but beyond England, Group B looks to be the monster one, with Germany and Spain in one group, and with Denmark, who got to the final last time out. In Group C, you've got the Netherlands and Sweden, who met in the semi-final last time out, and
it's Viv Stenius, the battle of Viv Stenius
exactly.
in that group.
Miedeama and Miedemus and Steenema together, wherever it works. That will be something to look out for. Blackstenius and Miedeama. That will be fascinating to watch. And then Group D, you've obviously got the likes of France, the likes of Belgium, Italy, and Iceland. I think they might, France. You don't know what you're going to get with them.
Which group would you say out of all the groups for the Euros is the group of death, where the games are going to be end to end every single time?
B. Germany, Spain, and Denmark. Finland, I think, are the unlucky one there. But I mean, I'm going to all the Germany, Spain, Denmark sort of conflict games, which are all at Brentford. So that's where I've got my eye in. And then yes, we'll go further. I would say in defence, Group C, Netherlands and Sweden would be my bets to go through, but Switzerland could, I know Leah Waltie's had a knock recently. There's a question mark around her, but don't discount the Swiss just yet. I think looking at the groups,
not. I mean, they've got a pretty solid defence with the likes of Maritz in there. We know how brilliant and underlooked she has been for us all season. Yes,
absolutely.
Sorry guys, I've got my Arsenal hat on again. This is where most of my knowledge is coming from, I'm afraid.
Arsenal bias, it's seeping through.
100%, always. We are an Arsenal channel, but we love all our England women. So I'm going to flip back to the chat again. Adam, give me my second. Oh, Gary's tuned in from the US. Hi, Gary.
Hello, Gary.
Matt, Rachel's shirt has 50th cap on it, which is quite a nice
superb.
touch. Oh, wow, that's brilliant, Matt. Didn't actually spot that. Got Matt waving all the way from we're all over to the US to Gary, and Gary saying hello. Doug, Scotland women's and Scotland men not qualifying for major tournament. Nothing.
Well, no, hang on. The Scotland men did qualify for a tournament. Well, not the playoff to Ukraine, but the previous Euros. They did actually get. They didn't get to a final, but they got there. But yeah, no, they sadly missed out against Ukraine. They weren't too good in that one. But yeah, Scotland just England were there at one point. The Lionesses they couldn't buy qualification. They'll just fall short, come close, a point short. Unlucky draws. But I'm sure it'll come good for them because there's a lot of good players in there that should be doing better than they are.
Oh no, definitely 100%. I mean, I've never actually. Did you ever see Kim Little play for Scotland at all, Adam?
I'm trying to think if she played at the 2019 World Cup or not, because I watched some of the Scotland games then. I mean, she did play at the Olympics for GB, so in the combined sort of way, and sadly, that was her last sort of international game. She got subbed off with a head injury and didn't take the penalty that could have given us the lead in extra time. That was obviously weird to got it saved by Australia. So no, but again, Little's one of the places. It's unfortunate. I mean, I'm sure she's a proud Scotswoman, but because she played for Scotland, we never got to see more of how good she was. I mean, she only got Scotland have only been to like 2 tournaments, 20 last Euros and the last World Cup.
Okay.
So yeah, not they should be playing more, but there you go.
The thing is, the quality is getting fiercer and fiercer. I mean,
oh yes.
From a domestic point of view, we know that. We look at the European teams, and it's like, oh my god, we're like one of the best teams in England, but not in Europe. But we've still got our Champions League trophy. We've still got our trophy.
And that's the advantage of investing in stocks while they're low. They got in and got the trophy before it became massive. So kudos to Arsenal for getting a trophy when no one was looking. No,
hey, it was a quadruple season. Come on, with the only team in the country to do it out of the men and the women.
Absolutely.
I will be extremely proud of that.
Bad
and Emma Hayes will never win one as a manager, so it's all good.
No, just as the kit person in the coaching team, carrying the drinks. But no, you say competitive. I mean, the tournaments are bigger now. The last home time we hosted the Euros in 2005 was just 2 groups of 8 teams. Now we got we've got double that now. Yep, just 2. I mean, we came bottom of our group. It wasn't a great Euros on our behalf, but it's there's more teams, more competition, more games, and more talent, and hopefully more fun.
Yeah, no. Well, the growth between now and then has been absolutely massive.
Massive, absolutely.
As you said, we had 16 teams now. We've got 4 groups of 5.
4 groups teams. Of 4.
Never mind. Forget. I my mind blank.
So I got like a Lottie not responding look on your eyes. I was thinking, restart
Brain's
her
not
or something.
Functioning. Crash. It was that.
Should we start the stream again? Right, let's just turn it off. We'll start it again.
Yeah, well, we'll just reboot.
Yeah. Welcome to Canon Chatter, everyone. What's the...
Nippon shared it onto his Twitter. Thank you, Nippon. Do appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Doug asking, Nippon asking Douglas, didn't you guys qualify for the Euros last year?
They did. Bless them. They did.
Doug saying, we did, Nippon. Only got getting 1 point.
And it was against us.
Which actually probably made their tournament, to be fair.
Yeah, well, that's their trophy, So.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And then Scotland 3.
Well, fair enough.
I'm not too sure what you mean about that, Matt. So if you want to come and jump on and join us very soon, it would be great to have you on. You comical bunch.
Oh, thank you.
It's been a very long week, Stu. I tried to be funny. I look like a clown. But, But yeah, no. So we've got 20 minutes till kick off.
I know.
I've got to say ITV should have done 15 minutes of montage on the women's football and not the men's, because I was sitting here at 7 looking at it and it was all pass goals from England.
At 7. Oh, that might be because they were doing. I just think there was like a 90s thing they were doing of like football in the 90s before the game, for the match thing. So they were showing all these random goals like Euro 96 and Seaman getting lobbed from the halfway line in some Winners' Cup thing. My main disappointment with this is that it's on ITV4. In the build up to a home tournament, ITV proudly say they bought the rights to all the England games and all the women's games. Obviously, the England games from Channel 4, but they think, we've got the women's games, and then they've just hidden them on ITV4, which I just. It's like when we had that Arnold Clark Cup final. It was a big thing. England v Germany, chance to win. It's not the World Cup, but it's a trophy, and just stuck it in the not front and center where it should be, which was disappointing. But luckily, come the Euros, we won't have that problem. They're all on the BBC 1 and 2, front and center.
Yeah.
I think 1 or 2 are like on iPlayer, but the bulk of them are on the front page.
Yeah, no, which is great. What the irony is, I did look up on the England website of where we can be found And England are telling us it's all on ITV, but not what channel.
Yeah,
So
well, that's
I
the thing.
was sitting
They
there
can
on
leave it
ITV
vague.
One watching the news, thinking, okay, let me double check the teletext. Like, hang on a minute, it's on ITV4. What's going on here? Quick flick the channel.
Teletext, that's crikey. That's get the old CFAX up. Yeah, get for the video printer to update.
No, exactly. Those were the days.
Those are days, blimey. Yeah, that takes me back with the red button. But no, yeah, they're stuck on ITV4, sadly. But like I said, as much as
It's
progress
better
has
than
been
nothing,
made,
though. Look at that
it
as a plus.
is. I mean, there was a time where you could. I mean, mad. There's a time when we couldn't watch the games at all. There's a time where I look back. You get the off chance, and there might be a game. Suddenly, if there's a gap in the listings, they'll go, "Oh, we'll put a women's game on." And I think that's one of the ways I found out about Linus is I think it was a qualifier at St Mary's, and it was like, "Oh, okay, England game, brilliant." But no, it was usually hidden away, just on the off chance. So. No, it's great that they've got this consistent. Oh God, they're showing the semi-final from last time out. Yeah, it's glad that we've got this consistent.
That was a nice goal.
Yeah, it was a nice header from Miedeama. That was before we knew who Miedeama was. That was just before she joined Arsenal. That was.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I know. But yes, have that consistent level of broadcast to have it so that you know where you can watch watch England, and they're always going to be available. It's just like I said, just needs to keep pushing a bit more. But huge, definitely.
No, definitely. Leah's got a question for us, guys. Hope you don't mind me asking this a Scotland question. Why is Lisa Evans playing at right back? Thought she was a striker. That is exactly almost the exact situation that Rachel Daly's in.
Yeah, a bit like Rachel
I'll
Daly.
let you answer this one. I haven't watched much of Lisa Evans, so all yours, Adam.
Yeah, it's just the adaptation of the wide forward, isn't it? So Lisa Evans is not a striker, but she was an attacking right winger, basically converted to right back, much like McKay, much like Daly. And I think this is a modern trend. I think this is the Alexander-Arnold approach, which is having an attacker put into the fullback position to provide more width. And we've done it with Saka. He's flipped. He subbed in at left back occasionally, to good effect. Though he can play anywhere well. I mean, I think he'll give Ramsdale a run for his money, maybe. But the idea of having a attacking wide forward as a fullback is a new trend, and I think Scotland playing her at right back is a good option. She played there at Arsenal to good effect. That's how we won. One of the reasons we won the league was her playing that position after Alex Scott left. So no, I think that's perfectly reasonable. So that's Pedro obviously embracing the new tactical wave that's coming through. So fair play to him.
No, definitely. I think it's exciting football when they do that.
Oh yeah, because you get the overloads.
I mean, I know a lot of England fans have been screaming about Rachel Daly. She plays a forward over in America. Why are we playing her in the defence? And I'm like, I'm quite happy where she is personally.
Yeah,
I think she does a good job.
And she's defending well, and she scored last week. So didn't she?
Yeah, exactly. She scored an absolute screamer, which somehow happened after so many strikes. I think it was about 3 or 4, and then it finally went in. Her boot. I think that might have been her first England goal in a while.
I think it's her second. I think there was one she got just after her father passed away. In one of those ones where we got like 8 goals or 9 goals or something. I do recall, and there was something, and it was like a really emotional moment. So, but I think a second. I think we'll hopefully see more of that from Daly. Like I said, she's quite rapid at the wing. I think we'll see a lot of sort of deliveries from wide from her, and if she can chip in with a few goals, even better.
Yeah. Well, another thing going back to the lineup is our wild card Chloe Kelly has been chosen again.
Yes.
And I'm pretty excited because that was the only surprise name on Sarina's list when the teams came out. So it's interesting.
It is interesting. She's obviously had a horrible injury at a time when she was set to probably be one of the stars of the Olympics. I think it's interesting that they've starting Kelly after she came off the bench and did very well, got the goal, got us off the mark eventually against Belgium. And I think it's interesting that we got her and Hemp, sort of the Man City wingers who were use, to such good effect last season. The width they provided really helped sort of not last season, but the season before, sort of helped kick that start of the season and push Chelsea very close to the title. So hopefully, if Kelly can find that form that she had pre-injury, that could be a very potent sort of wing sort of attack, especially when you've got Daly also coming up making overlaps and on the left flank, and Bronze is very attack minded as well. That's a very attack. It looks like that Sarina is definitely targeting the wings, because we know Bronze is very strong going forward, to the extent that Phil Neville tried to play
very versatile
yeah,
across the back, isn't she?
Yeah, to the extent that Phil Neville tried to play her as a winger, as a midfielder, which was just ludicrous. But yes,
it sounds it, to be fair.
There's one thing playing a winger as a fullback. There's another playing a fullback as a winger. It doesn't work both ways. So that's It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. But it does look like Sarina's targeting the width, which should be interesting to watch.
No, definitely. Right. The next comment, Doug. Looking forward to collaborating. Doug is a Liverpool fan, and I'm a Liverpool fan as a mentor. And Doug actually watches the Liverpool win, so he'll know a lot about his team. The only player I know for Liverpool is Rachel Bennett. So
yes, that's the only one I know as well.
But I actually look like thanks to the Euro so
oh dear. I don't know what's happened, Lottie, but you appear to have frozen on my screen. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there, but you've broken up rather badly. Waiting for your screen to catch up. Oh dear. Well, I'm not sure what's happened there, everyone, but Lottie has disappeared off my screen. So yes, technical difficulties. Hopefully she'll be able to jump on the stream soon. But in the meantime, kickoff is imminent, and I hope you're all going to join in and soon to watch the match. And hopefully we can get this back up and running relatively soon. Yep. Thank you, Lee. Thank you too. I'm going to have to try and pad for the next few minutes, see what's going on in the comments. Yes, you're right, Matt. Leah did indeed give her player of the match. Oh, hello, Matt. He's popped in. Hello, Matt.
Hey,
how are you?
That was excellent timing.
Yes, thank God you saved me. Lottie has disappeared due to technical difficulties, I'm afraid. So it's just you and me until she's able to connect back to the mothership. Just going to wish for the comments. You just dropped one. Yes, Leah did give Matchday player of the match. It was a very emotional moment, very touching moment, and a brilliant move from the captain. Yep, Stu, 15 minutes to kick off.
Now about 10 minutes away now.
Yeah, and I'm just looking for the comments. Everybody has noticed. Yes, thank you, Stu. Indeed, trying to fly solo, but thankfully I've got my wingman, or should I say wingmat, Matt Roberts here to save the day. I know, smooth. It's like we didn't rehearse this at all. To tie me over until kickoff, which is just almost 10 minutes away. So I will throw the questions to you, Matt. I trust you've seen the lineup. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's an interesting one if you think about it. You would have thought there would have been some sort of rotation. It's nice to see that we're getting someone other than Ellen White's going up front because of everything goes on. I know I've made my case for that so many times now that she is basically Sam Kerr in a nutshell. She needs about 8 chances before she finally hits the back of the net.
That's not a bad thing, though, because Sam Kerr did win the Golden Boot. So, and if she combines well with Kirby, like Kirby did with Kerr, then
but the difference is that Sam Kerr needs about 15 chances to finally put one in the back, and Ellen White needs 8.
True. But I get what you mean. You need a high quantity of chances to get a goal.
Well, I'll always look back at the Conti Cup final this season, and Ellen White scored by pure luck because she fell down and sort of rolled over, and It came with her foot, I think it was, in the end. And she scored no, she didn't. She scored the equaliser.
It was the one to get the lead. Weir equalised with a rocket, and I think White scored, and I think Weir scored.
Yeah, but then
Chelsea
were winning 2-0 at the time, weren't they? And
1-0. 1-0. So it's in the first half.
Yeah,
and then,
see, this is the thing. I think I forget games.
When you've got two cup finals for the same teams, it's very easy to get the statistics confused. So I don't blame you at all.
Oh, sorry, boy.
Oh, someone's back. She's back. Hey. She's back. She's come. She saved us. We've padded for long enough.
Tuned in when you did. My internet completely went. It died.
Yes,
so I'm so sorry.
We noticed.
15 minutes till kickoff. No, it is now 9 minutes. Stu, I'm sorry about that. Apparently, I sound like a robot.
You did. It was very weird.
I've got Doug laughing at me because anything can happen when you are live. Exactly. My internet tends to do that. I've actually got my hub plugged into my laptop, so it's not great at the moment for me. Flying solo to Adam.
For about a minute, and that was scary.
Oh, so Adam, I'm so sorry. Thing is, I saw Matt come on screen.
Stage right.
It was like magic. It was
like magic.
There we go. Steve's dead. Well done, Matt. It was like magic.
Juice, like you said my name and now I appeared.
Yeah, and just.
Yeah, no, exactly. Russ saying hi, lads. I'm here too, Russ. You know.
Yeah, Ladettes, lads, and Ladettes.
Yeah, it's good to see you, Russ.
Welcome back, Trouble. Me, Trouble never.
Make it double.
I don't know what you're talking about. He's double trouble. I can promise you that, especially on match day. Right, literally was getting ready to jump in. Oh, thank you, Lee. It's okay, no worries. I am here, so it's fine, boys. If my net just drop out, keep talking.
No, that's well, keep chatting. Should you say rather?
Yes,
keep chatting.
It is that 100%. It should be keep chatting. So, I mean, we've got 8 minutes till kickoff. How are you feeling?
It's intrigued. It's intrigued. Excited. Looking at the TV, looks like a decent crowd. Plenty of flags, which is great to see. Mm-hmm. I want to see this team challenged. I want to see this. It sounds really sort of like nationalistic, but I want to see them suffer because I feel too many times in the internationals you get an easy ride through most likely qualifiers. And then you get to the tournament, and then that's when you play the USA and you get caught out. So I want to see how this team does and see what we need to fix between now and the Euros because they're still getting up to speed. They were rusty last time out, so we'll see. If we get a score draw, I think that'll be pretty good. I think that'll be about right. Yeah,
and my James Rowe from the Netherlands, I was talking to earlier, he's predicted a 2-2 draw.
Ooh, and that'll be a good game.
I quite fancy that because I want to see some goals from both teams. Matt, how are you feeling with this whole lineup and how we're going to kick off, basically? And what's the game going to be like?
This is the problem, isn't it? Is that you kind of want to be playing some of the best in the world, but at the same time, you want to make sure you don't have your injuries. I know you mentioned that earlier. Obviously, some of them are just coming back, so, like Danny in the Netherlands. You've got people like Viv who are still, I would say they've had a little bit of a break, but they're going to still need more time to sort of rest before they're able to show their potential or what they're capable of come the tournament. So this is a good game to have. It's nice that it's at Allen Road as well. You've got a couple of local ladies, not just Rachel, but you've got Millie Bright as well. So that's quite important. And I've just seen them. They're coming through. I'll tell you what, that nice tracksuit that tracksuit is quite nice with the shirt.
It's meant to be orange, but currently it looks pink on my screen, so it's a bit wool in my eyes.
Also, just shout out with Leeds because in the days of old, we're talking sort of the mid 2000s. Leeds used to be a big team on the women's football front. The likes of I think Lucy Ward used to play for them, and they got to a few cup finals. So it's kind of appropriate that we're actually getting a game at Ellen Road. So which is great to see. Oh, and they're just doing an award here for was it Spitzy? He said was it 200 caps.
Ooh,
and of course, and it's Sarina who's giving her the flowers. Of course.
Of course, it had to be
Okay, so I'm
Sarina.
well
Had to
Can
be.
you imagine
both
anyone
of
else
you.
doing that for her?
Well,
I
only
really
Mark
can't.
Parsons, but yeah, congratulations to the pair of them, and
Yeah.
200. That's an incredible
Yeah,
achievement.
thing is, it's got the two. Got
Wrong
the
way
two the
round.
wrong way round.
But
Quickly switched it
What do you
around.
mean by
There
the
we
pink?
go. He's
Well,
fixed
in the
it.
sunlight, it does look a little bit pink.
It doesn't. It looks bright
But
pink.
I am
It's-
quite mind you, I'm using the hub.
yeah. So are you using the hub?
I've got normal TV on, guys. Sorry.
Oh, I'm normal TV
That's
as
fine.
well.
I'm on VAR duty until Sam's
Yay! Matt is
Absolutely.
on VAR, and I have
Give us a
no doubt
replay.
Sam will be on VAR as well when he does join us. I'm going to quickly, while we sing the Netherlands sing the national anthem, I'm going to whiz through these comments. I've been told to shush by
Nonsense.
Stu.
If you shush, you can't chat.
Stu, I hope you've left us on while you've run off to get that beer. And Riddy, evening Cannon Chatter.
Evening,
3
Riddy.
lionesses on there as well. And if that happens again, lots, I'll be right there. No worries, Lee. Matt and Adam can talk for England, so no need to worry about that.
We can.
Don't know about me, but Adam, yes, can.
I could do just a minute episode on England, just no hesitation, repetition, all that stuff.
Definitely. Russ Morgan says hello again. Hello, Russ.
Hello again. I'm guessing Ross is supporting the Netherlands because he's got an orange symbol as his logo.
I believe that is fun to turn into banter.
Oh dear. Well, I'm
logo.
saying it's an orange logo, so therefore he's Dutch tonight, clearly, as they do.
Well, technically, it could be England because we were in orange tonight.
That's true, and this is not going to be confusing in the slightest.
Exactly. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be. I hope it works to our advantage that the Netherlands instinctively pass to us because they're used to seeing orange as their. But then, of course, then we'll just pass to the Dutch. It's going to be very.
I've got to say one thing about the women's team is they know their national anthem and they properly sing it. Otherwise, the men they just move their lips. They're not actually singing it.
I remember
I'm
reading
actually
about
quite proud of it.
Gary Neville said he never used to sing the national anthem because he was like so focused on the game. And I was like, oh, come on.
It's 30 seconds to sing.
Yeah, and it clearly didn't work because, we didn't win anything.
I thought that the whole of the stadium.
He had a few stinkers in his time as well.
I think it's 3 stands. I think it's 3 out of 4.
Three stands. The two main stands, which is brilliant.
And the back.
I'm not sure if it's the north or the south end that's open.
I've never been to Ellen Road, so I don't know the geographical orientation of the stadium.
The big stands, I call them the main stands, and then north or south. It's a bit like us. We've got our east and west is the main stands, and then you've got the north bank and the clock end for north and south.
Clock end. Do we know where when the last game? Where is that being played? Do we know?
The last game,
Switzerland.
Yeah, I'm
in
not
Switzerland. I can't remember exactly.
In Switzerland.
Yeah.
No. Oh, is it? Okay.
Oh, so this is the last game.
The last home game.
Last home game. You're saying before we the tournament.
But I'm trying to remember where exactly they said it was going to be.
Probably like Basel or Geneva or something, isn't it? Usually how these things pan out. We'll have Matt on the case. He'll know.
Zurich.
Zurich.
That's
okay.
going to be fun.
So this is
hopefully Matt, hopefully your Leah will be all right.
Yes.
Super
it's kind of weird. I don't think I've ever experienced, maybe 2014 with Brazil, but usually somehow all our warm-up games always seem to be at home, which is bizarre really because, we play teams who are often in the tournaments, but it's one of the few times we've got an away game.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, good news is it's Seb Hutchinson's on comms, not the other ITV
well,
choice.
There. Well, that'll be interesting. I'm still on ads.
Oh.
Do you know what? I was just having a look at the Netherlands bench. Apart from the usual players that I'd like to see, I'd actually like to see Martins play.
Leah Martins is playing. Leah Martins on the left wing. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's brilliant. I get to watch her tonight. Sorry, I was just skimming there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know do we need to restart your stream for a third time? Or...
Yeah, I think we do. I'm sort of like...
You mentally crashed and then the computer crashed. And
you know what? I'll be honest with you guys. It's been a long bloody week.
It has. It has been a long
So,
week, and it's
I mean,
even
we
longer
had the
because
longest day of the week on
Yes.
Wednesday, and it's completely wiped me out. Normally, I'm on top form, so I do apologise, everybody in the
no,
chat.
it's absolutely fine.
So-
I think longest was Tuesday, wasn't it? Saying, but yes, it's because the Euros is coming up, and we're just staring at the calendar, wanting the days to move, and we're off.
Exactly. And
Netherlands
here we
kick
go.
us off. Unfortunately,
Just remember,
I know
guys, we are in that orangey pinky colour. We're not white tonight.
we're not white tonight, which is going to be confusing. And as much as I've been, studying my stickers, I still don't know all the players' names. So this won't be good. But nonetheless, it's Earps who throws out and takes it back from Greenwood onto Bright. Our striker turned defender. No, defender turned striker turned defender. Bronze. Netherlands pressing high right from the off, and England are not looking comfortable here at all.
No, they're not.
Martins, who Lottie was very intrigued to see, has just forced Bronze to see the corner, throw-in rather.
Yeah.
And those of you who remember the last semi-final will know that Martins,
Yeah.
Van der Donk and Bronze rather, had a bit of a ding-dong of a battle, shall we say.
With her, no, definitely. From what I seen in the highlights, obviously because I didn't watch it.
No,
she looks like a brilliant player, personally.
she
She
is.
terrorized. She terrorized them.
Yep, she
So
did.
It's going to be
And
interesting to see how she comes up against them tonight.
if you want to see something funny, watch the highlights of when Barcelona beat Chelsea 4-0 in the Champions League final. Martins tore them apart.
That's
game.
why she's
I
that
thought it was more
caliber.
than that. I thought
Here
it
we
was
go.
like 8-0 or something like that.
Actually, do you know what? I think I've seen those highlights. They were brilliant.
Kirby here, cross. Come out
Oh,
to Bronze. Plays it down the wing. Reload. Kirby again. Cross. Head. Loose. It's goal kick.
No.
I think was that Daly? It was no. It's Hemp. Sorry, G's favourite.
Yeah,
Hemp for the back stick.
that was Lauren.
Lauren Hemp. So no fair play to England.
Daly's
a bit of pressure, but
got
they managed to
complete
escape.
blonde head. Adam. Daly's got a complete blonde head. Lauren's got half blonde, half brown underneath. That's the easiest way to spot them apart.
Yeah, no, fair play. I mean, I know nothing about hair. I just know I need to cut it every now and then because otherwise I can't see what I'm doing. So I shall defer to your expertise there. And it looks like Lottie might be going on the flips again.
Yes, Bernstein, she's just signed for Juventus, hasn't she? So that she'll be one to keep an eye on.
Absolutely. She's another one that's signed up to Montemuro. So, bit annoying really because I was rather hoping we'd get her, but I suppose we've got enough firepower on the wings anyway. So we'll see how she does there. So while Lottie unfreezes herself, it's back to you and me, Matt, I'm afraid. England, turnover there.
No, I've just got the header which has gone for a goal kick.
And it's gone for a throw. Good block there.
Lottie's gone down.
Lottie's gone. Yeah, no, it's just
Lottie's
us two.
down.
We'll just keep going. That's Hemp there. So Freeman's gone 0-0. England with a half chance at best.
Yes, Doug. So just to let you know, this is on ITV4. If you go on, or you can go onto the ITV Hub, and you can watch it through that way.
Yeah, absolutely. That's Rachel Daly. Like I said, we were saying earlier, 50th cap and playing at her home, her as a fan home stadium, which this would be very special for her. Netherlands playing through. That's Dominic Janssen, formerly Dominic Bloodworth, who when she played for Arsenal.
I didn't know she was a right back. I thought she was a centre back.
I think she can play across the back line. So yes, for Arsenal she was a centre back, but now she is more. She's a left back in this instance as Lottie returns. Headed clear by England. The team, not the player. We'll need to make that distinction throughout the game because that's going to cause confusion. And this time the team clear upfield, but it's coming straight back. It's Netherlands again. It's Martins. I think a bit of a tussle with, I think it's Williamson.
Boys, can you hear me?
We can now, and we can see you as well. You haven't gone all pixelated.
Hey, Doug, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but it's on ITV4, but please do stay with us. You did hear me earlier. That's fantastic. You did. Sorry about that.
Even if Lottie's not staying with us, please stay with us.
Thanks, guys.
Lee's probably rushing
Ricky
onto
has got a question for you guys. Why are England playing in Dutch colours?
Because it's their away strip. We're all playing in our away strip because, it's all about that sweet, sweet marketing. We played in our home strip last time out, so we've got to show the away strip. And the Dutch obviously played in their home strip in the last game because they can't play in their strip. So then it's mad. But
have you seen it? at all? Have you ever been able to see?
I haven't physically
It
seen it yet.
looks a lot better in person
Mm.
than it does on a screen or on a phone or just watching it. It looks 100 times better.
Ball
It's
over
just
top here, straight into Van Veenendahl's gloves.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking of picking it up from that. Is it Hoodies, that website that you gave me, Matt?
Yep, the website that you plugged at the beginning of the episode.
Yes, it is. It is. My brain's not in gear, but I am going to plug it because they are a small women's business, and it's not going to multi-million corporations. It goes into their pocket. So,
good.
While we're speaking about women's companies, we should probably say happy birthday to Miss Kick, who have had their 4th anniversary.
Happy birthday, Miss Kick. Absolutely.
I've always liked some of their stuff, and I've been thinking about trying to sneak a hoodie or something like that, but I don't know how they'd feel about a guy trying to wear Miss Kick stuff.
There's not a Mr. Kick branch, is there?
No, there isn't, unfortunately. Hopefully they'll expand into it at some point, because I know most of it is all women's sizes.
Yeah.
I've had Katie's jumper, and it was sitting in my basket for ages, and I'm waiting for it to come back.
I'll tell you what was really nice. Beth had an interview, and she had Miss Kick stuff on it.
Yes, I saw that as well.
I think I saw that one.
Yeah, yes, I saw that. So it's quite popular. England chasing down here. No, Vivienne Miedeama sweeps up and clears. England head forward again. Glance on.
Yes, Doug. I'll be nice. Not going anywhere. Smiley face.
Kirby now on the wing, doubled up. She's still going. No, they've turned it over. Netherlands have the ball back with their number 3, which is Van der Graaf. And Van Veenendaal clears upfield. Excellent. We'll hopefully see you in a minute, Sam. Ball's loose again, and it's a free kick to England. A foul, I think, on Hemp.
So I'm guessing you're on 6 or 7 minutes now. I'm only on 5 minutes 42.
Yeah, we're about 6:43. So
we're a minute ahead of you.
Yeah,
you can have a look on the VAR.
That's nasty.
That is a nasty one.
Have
a look on the VAR for us.
Yeah, foot on the thigh. Not nice.
So that was unnecessary. She's no better.
I'm just kind of glad Danny's not playing, because imagine if this was a tournament game. She'd be running through everyone every 5 minutes. It'd be funny, but at the same time.
Here we go. Set pieces were good last time for us.
Here we go.
Whip to the back stick, and it's straight into Van Veenendaal's gloves. I would say with DVD, she's only just come back from an injury, and it'd be awful if she just got another one, having come back. So maybe they did just try and protect her. But
definitely.
Yeah. Set pieces, I was going to say, were a good source of goals.
This could be a quarter-final as well fixture, so it's almost like a.
Yeah, I think it's quarter-final or semi-final.
Semi.
Yeah, I think it's a quarter-final, semi-final. Oh, here's Bernstein taking on Greenwood, who who I think
that wasn't necessary, Alex. Wow.
I think that's a corner, is it? No, it's a goal kick.
No,
Bernstein. Green must have played it off Bernstein.
Yeah. I think this game's going to get a bit physical tonight.
After
what I've just seen from Alex Greenwood.
Yeah, I think it is physical, which is, I suppose, it's good, because you don't want to just be, out-muscled, which, we were overpowered in the semi-final. So if we can match them, that's great. You just don't want to be to the excess that, you carry an injury.
Who's our referee tonight? Does anybody know?
It's Sandra Bastos.
Okay, is she
no
from
idea
Spain
who she is, and I've no idea what her track record is. So we'll see how it goes.
I will have a quick look, see if I can.
I thought you might, Matt. I thought you might.
I thought you'd be ready with that stat. I wasn't expecting Adam to answer that one.
I just found it on the BBC website. Netherlands here. Beth England pressing, trying to force a turnover here, and Kelly's pinched it. It's turnover.
Chloe Kelly's off.
Yep.
Over to Alex Greenwood. Back to Lucy Bronze.
Pass turned over. That's Dominic pinched the ball back, and now they can break. And I think it's Martins onto Janssen. Bernstein's making the break down the left. Martins gone central onto Bernstein. It's good passing from the Dutch. Bronze comes over to cover. Bernstein twisting, turning. Bronze holding her up.
Attempting to hold her up.
Yeah, ball's gone back.
She's been a bit outsmarted there.
Martins think through. Just about got there. I think it's
Rachel Daly.
Daly, yeah, and she just had her legs clipped there. It's a free kick.
It's been clipped, yeah.
But
definitely.
that you could see what Martins was going to do. She's always, or it might be Rord rather. One or two was Rord. So Rord was the one who took away Daly's legs. But you could see what was trying to happen. Get the curve pass in behind, and I thought Daly had lost it there briefly, but fair play, she got there.
Yeah, no, definitely. The thing is with Rord, I find that she doesn't usually get caught out on the free kicks with that, from what I've seen. So it's nice to see a free kick given when it's supposed to.
Pull over here, pressing. Earps is forced to go wide, and that's gone straight out on the full. There'll be a Dutch throw. That's good pressing from the. Just in the badge here. It's not Holland, please. Nobody, please, never call the Netherlands Holland. It's the Netherlands. You wouldn't call this place Kent or Yorkshire. It's or the Wirral. We're England, they're the Netherlands, but seeing it on the badge, it's just
a bit like calling England Scotland England or England Scotland or Wales,
that would rile some people.
Issue. So it's probably the same feeling in the Netherlands, to be fair.
Adam, if you do come up for the game against Liverpool next season, you're going to have to call it the Wirral, because a lot of people get offended if you just say Wirral.
Oh, it is the Wirral. Is it like the Gambia? And
no, it's like the Arsenal.
Yeah, you just say the Wirral.
No, it's the Arsenal.
Oh right, okay.
It's just really weird. They're really weird up here. They're half chips, half rice. They're
chips and rice.
Gravy.
Nah.
Yeah, no, half chips and half rice.
Okay. Well, like chips, Keswick, and Pat Rice.
It can't be as weird as deep fried Mars bars, surely.
That's not that weird.
No, you think that's weird? I saw a man for breakfast have Weetabix mashed with cornflakes.
Oh, Beth.
They also put gravy on their chips as well because they're weird.
You know what? I've had weak gravy, not like
not gravy. Curry sauce.
Curry sauce, no, but weak gravy on chips just to make them a bit soggy. I had a pie shop once, and I actually thought that was actually quite nice. But
Adam,
no, curry sauce.
Put that name of the referee in, because I can't seem to get the
Sandra Braz, which is B-R-A. It's got an accent above it. Z, and then Bastos, B-A-S-T-O-S. Mary Epps picks up the ball from the back. England looking to build again. Looks like Bright and Green were just getting their place sorted. They've got their wires crossed there.
I find that they're interchanging quite a lot.
Yes, that's.
Earps has got some rock tape on. I wonder if she's playing with an injury.
Free kick.
Oh no, turnover. That's lack pass there. Quick.
Oh, England nearly got onto the end of that one.
Yeah. Oh, you're behind us. We've got. I tell you what, Netherlands are screaming for a. Beanstein screaming for a penalty. She's not going to get it. But Netherlands, their press is good. They're winning the ball high up. They're keeping the pressure on. England are struggling for an out ball here. It's Dominic Janssen.
We've been very much pushed back into our own half, which is unusual from what we've seen the last few weeks.
Well, this is Netherlands.
But this is our first real test, really.
Absolutely, and I'm
expecting
us to struggle.
Good news or the bad news?
Let's start with the bad stuff and let us the good news later.
Okay, there isn't. She has managed against the referee. Sorry, not managed the Netherlands game before, and that was in February this year. Yeah.
Okay.
She has also. I'll just give you all the bad news. She
Go
also
on,
refereed one of the games against for the Barcelona Wolfsburg and Real Madrid Barcelona in the Champions League this season.
Oh no, Lauren!
Oh, yeah. I mean, Nick Van Wielendaal's face was a picture.
You'll see it in a minute.
You'll see it in a minute. I'm sorry about this, but yeah, this is again England pressing. It's fascinating. Both sides looking to press, and Hemp is rapid, and Van Wielendaal is most definitely not. And that was not the pass to make.
That was not the pass to make. She didn't. The thing is, the way she's gone to clear that ball, she's looking down. She's not looking up.
Yeah.
So Lauren is going to take advantage of that because that's what she does.
Yeah, a bit like how Eddie managed to snaffle Meslier in the Leeds game, but Netherlands are coming straight back up.
You could look at the Eddie Nketiah goal against Chelsea.
You know
Aspilicueta.
Yeah.
There's a good friend of ours that is actually at the game, Melissa.
Hello, Melissa.
Did Melissa go tonight?
Oh, yeah, brilliant. She was there tonight. So I think she's trying to aim for a bit. Oh, there it is. Oh.
Is there an echo?
She closed it down quite well, but there's no way she can angle it or anything because
it's just you're hoping it's going to go in the net. Yeah.
I tell
Exactly.
you what, as well, I like the fact that Beth England pressed first and then
Yeah.
Hemp came in
Yeah.
behind. But
Yeah.
no, she stuck her
It's
foot
clearly
out.
planned.
Yeah.
Mm.
No,
Yeah.
the thing is, that's the sort of thing you expect from Ellen White as well. For me personally,
Yeah.
I see Ellen do it all the time, but Els Bells doesn't exactly hit it straight. It kind of just falls
she
in and
only
out.
does it when she can
Here,
be.
Netherlands to chase, Brights across, volleys, clear, Netherlands throw. So yes, 15 minutes on the clock, 0-0. But I would say it's not been dull. There's been the moments. There's been flashpoints.
No, definitely not.
But no, yeah, I don't think neither keeper's been forced into a save.
No. What's interesting, I just got a closer look at the Netherlands shirt, and they've actually got the Netherlands flag and the England flag on their shirts, whereas England have only got writing under the badge, which is pretty interesting.
No, that's interesting. Yes. No, I've not had the chance to
Like the
properly peruse
center of the
Dutch.
center of their shirts,
Oh wow!
they've got both flags side by side.
Is this the penalty call for that?
Got Stephen's jumped in the chat. Hi, Stephen. Keep hitting
Good
the
evening,
like button, folks,
Stephen.
and if you haven't already, turn on the YouTube notifications, as there's so much Women's Euros content coming up over the next few weeks. Yes, I'm really excited for that. Got a lot coming up, and I've got some amazing guests with my wonderful co-hosts, which is very exciting.
Yeah, we almost did score.
Almost score. No, totally agree with you there, Stu. But Beerstein was complete calling for a soft penalty. Boys, are we in agreement?
Yeah, it was 50-50. Yeah, nothing to go there.
Stu, so close to Lauren Hemp.
It was.
Stu's telling Matt to sort it out.
We would sort it out,
Matt.
Unfortunately, my aerial's in this room, so I'm having to rely on, unfortunately, other devices.
No worries, Matt. I mean, you're our VAR man tonight, so it's absolutely fine. Any penalties, we will be going to Matt exactly a minute later, guys.
Yes, I find out. Was it really a pen?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So,
it's not fun when you do one of these and someone's never got someone's.
Oh, that was silly, Alex. What are you doing?
Was Alex Greenwood, 2 on the ball, Bernstein straight in. And got very lucky there. England with the throw, bronze.
Bernstein's going to absolutely terrorise her tonight.
I mean, this is the first time I've really had a good proper chance to look at Bernstein. I've heard good things from her from my Dutch friends across the channel, and they rave about her. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Obviously, like I said, she didn't come to Arsenal.
I've seen a few bits of her when I was creating my wonderful intro for
Yeah, and it is wonderful.
The Euro show.
Dutch rolling across the front of the box, off to the right flank. In field. Oh, it's a Bernstein. It's loose. It's loose.
Oh, it's loose. Lucy Bronze. Lucy Bronze. Millie Bright. Earp's got her leg down and it's gone out.
The first save, the real save of the game, and that's Bernstein. That should have probably been 1-0 to the Dutch. England never looked comfortable. The ball was loose. Limbs everywhere. Bernstein found a gap. And credit to Earp, she got her leg down, blocked the shot.
Yeah.
And but it's still the Netherlands. It's Martins here on the left. In swinger. Earp's gone for it. Bernstein's gone for it. It's gone loose. Keeper is down. Earps is looking quite discomfort. I think it's a crash. I think she'll be all right. Interesting, she got some strapping on her thigh as well.
Yeah. No, I did mention she had some of the Consology tape on her thigh.
Oh, sorry, it was Earps to talk about. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's sorry. I know it is rock tape because I use it myself. Hopefully,
wow!
Stu has just said Earps has been knocked out. She doesn't.
Yeah, I think she's been winded. So here we go.
I think she's had a bit of a hard knock. Let's have a watch on this replay.
Oh, it's a leg across the waist. I reckon she's been winded.
I think she's definitely definitely.
I tell you what, if that was a men's game, I'd be wincing even more.
Chance now.
Yeah.
It's not a great chance. Bright's managed to get a little bit of a touch on it, and Earps is a bit lucky with her feet as well. If I'm honest,
I would say that's. I would say credit to Earps because she drops her leg. Yeah, she drops her leg when the ball is struck. So it's not just come off her. She's made the save. So fair play to Earps there. That's a good save. But Netherlands, this when we play Belgium, people, I don't know what what you call a collective of Belgian people, but they had moments. They did cut England open occasionally, and they just had no finish on them. But England gave them opportunities, and we're seeing here the Netherlands are very dangerous. And at least Earps has actually made a save, because I don't really think. I think she made one. I think was it right at the death, maybe against Belgium in the previous game.
Yeah.
She's already she's already been in the wars, shall we say? It's England looking to play out, but the Netherlands press here. Bernstein is relentless here. England going long instead, looking for Kelly. England tries to flick it on for her, but it's straight back into defence.
Adam, you were half right. It's Belgians. It's just an S on the end.
Oh, Belgians! My apologies. I should have known that. Belgian waffles and all that.
No worries. I was just thinking. I wasn't sure myself. So
I know. I know. There is a word for it.
No worries. It's just an S on the end. On the end.
I know.
And my final guest has joined us after eating his dinner, and that is Sam. Hi, Sam. How are you?
Hello, Sam. Sam's here just as they got a turnover. Jackie Cullen wins a corner.
My thing's not working. Oh, this is not working well.
Oh dear. Technical difficulties all round. Matt's had the curse now. This is not good. So Bright does not look comfortable trying to jink her way past Bernstein and Cullen, and that's ugly. That's very, very ugly. Netherlands set piece to come. So we'll see what happens. Earps looks confident.
I wonder if I might have to do this. Do it this way. Oh no.
Corner comes in, near post, flicks, and it's in! It's
the
Netherlands, and it's
almost
Martins with a near post flick.
And it is Martins that scores.
Yep.
That was a nice goal from the Netherlands.
A very good goal from the Netherlands. It was a near post flick, got free from a marker, and glanced past Earps. No player on the post. We'll see who should have been marking her up. But
what are you doing there?
That did not look, from a defensively, that did not look good. Here comes set piece. So it's number 4. I think that's Walsh, who gets done by Martins, and it's flicked on. And that corner was so pointless. It all came from England playing out from the back. Bright was like a rabbit in the headlights.
Right. I don't understand what Earp was thinking. Why give it straight to Bright? Bright did not look comfortable at all trying to bring it out of play.
It brings back bad memories of when we tried to play out the back under Phil Neville, which is like, I want you to play out the back, but England didn't seem to know how to play out from the back. And there were quite a few defensive blunders that we got away with at the World Cup.
That's a good finish.
But no, not good to see.
Did not get away with that
this is one of my problems. I have
and I knew Bronze is heading up into the box.
7 flicked across, and it's straight into Vinadal's hands.
It's weird. It's weird that I'm watching it on TV.
Yeah.
Like you are, but you're like a second or two behind, in front of me. So when the goal went in, like a second later, the goal went in for me. It's really strange.
Bernstein's rushing for the middle.
This seems away.
And
Rachel Daly's just cleared
Rachel Daly has got there. For a forward, she makes a very good defender. But yes, Bernstein there gets the rope through. That gap is massive, and Daly just managed to outmuscle her and get away for another corner. But that was too easy for the Netherlands. They have cranked it up there. And England are just struggling a bit now to keep the head above water.
I'm really glad she got that a little bit wide, because if you didn't actually see the angle going in, I did think that was going in, and I was like, oh no, please, not on her 50th tap.
Not an own goal, but no, I think she knew what to do. But anyway, another corner. They score from their first. Can they score from their second?
We haven't learned from the last one.
Headed, and that's not convincing either.
No,
it's a goal kick. It flew straight through. And England. I say England escaped from the last goal kick. They had another blunder. Here we go. It's just flown straight for everyone. That was ugly. That was very.
Conceded from a corner. Surely you'd cover both the posts. Surely, Christ.
Well, it's how they set up, isn't it? Yeah, putting players on the post is sort of fading out a bit. I mean, I'm all for it, but teams are sort of going more to increase the numbers in the box rather than put players on the line to clear. England looking to play at the back, and it's Martins pressurising Bright.
I don't know if you're going to see it, but on the back, it's literally on the back of her shirt. It just says 50th cap. So
fair play
for Rachel's thing. It's
Daly. Okay.
Bright yellow, so you can't miss it.
I do really like the kit. I think I might have to get that one.
Well, the orange,
Yeah.
the England away kit.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah. Sam, when we jump off the stream, go back and I've plugged the place where you should buy it.
Yeah,
So-
right at the beginning. So
Yeah, right at the beginning.
Okay.
Matt's also put it in the group chat as well.
Oh, that's all right then.
Get free
Yeah,
scarf and
somewhere.
stuff as well if you put the
England.
code in.
I am
England's
going
beautiful,
to
going left here. That's a nice bit of play there. It's
Oh
Hemp
my word.
looking to get in between. She's through. She's got 2 on her. She's going to need to
come
use
on,
the ball
Lauren.
here. And
Is anyone going to help her? Oh,
turnover.
that was
No, it was a
necessary.
clean tackle. Turnover. Being trying to pick
Beenstein.
the pieces, and the Dutch will clear forward. England retain. Is it? Oh my God, for a throw, I think. Oh, let's have a look. No, it's still England ball. Going left here, but the Netherlands are just not able to get any chance here. And their long ball, nothing there,
no,
straight into
no one
Vivienne
far
Miedeama's foot.
Yeah.
It's a concern for England that in 25 minutes, the only real chance they've had is a deflection off the keeper from a chase down. They've not forced a save. Like a proper, one-on-one or an actual shot on goal. Netherlands.
Half of these players aren't going to be in that starting 11 come their opener against
Austria.
Sweden, are they? So
the Netherlands, Robert. Yeah, that is scary. Actually, that's scary that they've left their races in the pack.
to be fair, we've not got our proper starting 11.
No, but if this is a competition of depth, the Netherlands are winning.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Oh.
England pressing the Dutch here, and they've got a turnover here. It's Kelly on the right. England
Kelly's off. She's off.
Checks. Does the defender for dead.
Oh.
Williamson rolls it.
Go on,
Kirby. Still Kirby. Needs options.
Come on.
Back. Walsh. England have a platform here, but then the Dutch two players back. It's Bronze. On the ground. Onto Kirby, but I think no.
Oh, come on.
It's poor touch here, and the Netherlands should clear. It's an England throw. England maintain. England, I'll take that. That's Jackie Kuhlman there, clearing out for throw. England should hopefully maintain the platform here, but that was a brief moment there. England getting the high press, getting the turnover, which is good to see. It's just clear that Netherlands are just so much more used to it. They've had years of Wiegman ball. They know how to do it. The England are obviously still learning it.
Yeah.
Kelly here wins a corner.
Serena's game inside out, which is an advantage.
Absolutely.
It was really like good how they got back in shape so quick.
Oh, the Dutch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was
They're full of energy.
And it's Greenwood to take the corner.
Greenwood to take. Well, the Dutch score from their corner. Can England score from one of their own? They've got aerial presence. We got I think 2 from corners against the Belgians. We've gone short. Yeah. I don't think Greenwood was expecting that. That's not good.
Oh, that's
that was very again. That's poor communication. Kelly tried to recycle it to Greenwood, but it's still ours to play. It's Kirby. It's gone back here to Bright. Netherlands again.
It's very like what I'm seeing so far. It's very like slow and laboured and like quite.
It's Kirby racing. Oh, free kick England.
Oh, free kick.
That was rough. That was a good driving run from Kirby, and that was a 2-footer. Card coming out here. It's a yellow for Nguyen.
I think it was.
Yellow cards. I think that's teammates colliding there. So it's Frank Kirby. Dart for the box. Nguyen came in, round the side, sliding tackle, no touch on the ball, clear foul. Didn't help. I think she got a bit of Van der Graat as well when she went past. Oh, yeah. So it's the secondary contact there with Van der Graat that's done her a mischief. So that is a very, very dangerous.
I hope she's all right. If anything, she's just come back. So.
Yep.
I'd like to see Frank Kirby in a tournament.
I want to see Frank Kirby do well in a tournament.
I
just hope she's properly overcome her fatigue issues. But this is a good chance for England. Free kick position. I'm not really sure. With Mead off, I'm not really sure who would take. It would be Greenwood potentially. I don't know if Frank Kirby's got free kicks in her locker. I think she's on.
It looks like Alex.
I think it's Greenwood. She is decent from set piece. Let's see how she does. Round low
and she just got to the ball.
Yeah, accurate but no pace. But that's a first shot on target for England, which is good to see. It's a daisy cutter for the far post. I think you need to go over.
Yeah, you need to go over. It's no good doing that because the keeper's going to get it every single time.
It's keeper side. I mean, the only time you wouldn't get it if, let's say, you were Simon Mignolet trying to defend an Ozil free kick. If you know, you know.
I think the only time you're gonna have any chance of scoring like that is if you put a lot of power behind it, so the keeper can't keep it out. That's the only time.
See you in a bit.
Oh, that's a bit wild from Bronze there. That was not good. And you would rely on the keeper second guessing and shifting the body weight.
So is this the free kick you're talking about? It looks like Leah's going to take it.
Greenwood took it. I'd get Greenwood and Leah mixed up as well.
It might be,
six of the eights look so similar on the back.
Rolled into tried to roll it through the. Alex Greenwood's just taken it and she tried to roll it in.
So England,
she tried her best impression of Beckham, but instead of putting it top bin, she put it bottom bins.
Bottom bins, yeah. Well, unfortunately, that was the wrong bin for that week, as you know.
Hey.
But England have responded at least.
This is loads. It's almost like they've decided to wake up.
Yeah, 30 minutes in.
And it's another corner for England.
Take another corner. That's fine by me.
You know
Hopefully
what?
Not taking a shot this time.
When Sarina's on that chair, she looks like a head she's a head teacher.
She has got the element of a school teacher about her, like one of those strict, scary ones. I'm sure she's lovely, but she just have that image of like one of these ones who would be a maths teacher and would slam a table if she caught you talking at the back of the class.
I would say more religious studies, but okay.
I'm not talking from personal experience, obviously. I was more student. Anyway, moving on. Greenwood with the corner, and it's floated. Not gone into the gloves this time, but I think bit of a hustle and tussle there, but it's gone for a goal kick.
Bit of a barge there from Lauren.
Bit of argy-bargy, but it's...
that seems what it's... Just seems what the
it's a weird looking...
It's a weird... I see what you mean about those double flags. I see what you mean now.
Yeah, we swapped colours for this game.
Yeah, so their kit's just weird looking.
Turnover. It's Frank Kirby. England
Frank Kirby, off she goes. Frank Kirby in the box.
Bronze following up.
Kelly falling over.
It's looping. It's in.
Looping.
It's
in.
It's Lucy on. She's done her best Beth Mead impression and crotted it in off the post.
I definitely
great. So I've got that to look forward to.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, England have a corner on my end.
Yes.
Are we going to get a VAR decision? Is it definitely a goal, Matt?
So it comes here from the turnover.
I don't know. We've got the corner.
Kirby pings it round the corner.
We've got another corner coming up.
Kelly loses the foot in there. Bronze picks it up, dinks the cross, and Van Veenendaal just gives up on it.
She
doesn't.
Like she thought it was going wide.
She miscalculated that one. I've said if there's a weak spot in the team, it's the keeper. I know she's an ex-Arsenal keeper, but she's Zinsberger's better than her, just as an example. But here, Veenendaal watches it go over her head. She's completely misjudged it. But
we're completely back in this game, which is brilliant.
I think it's a beautiful chip, but I do think it's a cross that's miscued.
She's not meant.
She's done dirty. She's done.
She's done. But that's you can do that in this. Netherlands looking for a quick response. Out wide here to Bernstein. Low cross. It's still loose. It's still loose. England still haven't got it away, and that is with Earps.
Here we go. So go watch the replay. Frank
Good shout, Riddy. That's exactly what it was. Riddy, like a Boxing Day. Good shout.
Also, it's kind of taken 30 minutes, and it's just all of a sudden come to life. Before that
ball spun in the air.
Taking that one goal to kind of change.
Yeah,
that ball has spun in the air, and it's given that direction to get it into the back of the box because you think it's going back post.
Yeah.
But it just spins in, and because of that spin, it just defies the laws of physics.
So yes, Barcelona's new signing is off the mark here for England, which is good to see. Hemp now looking to get some progress. Cross here, Netherlands body clear, England cleared. Throw. But England.
I think you're like a second ahead of me, Adam. You know that?
Yeah, mine.
No, that's just because I'm talking fast. I apologise.
No, I meant on the screen.
Oh right.
It's bizarre that you can all be watching it on TV, but yet Someone
You're-
still second
Must
ahead.
be the internet
Yeah.
connection.
That's all down to locations and things like that.
Oh, is it?
Turnover.
Yeah.
No, Netherlands got it clear. I mean, I'm on satellite, so I don't know how that plays out with everybody else, but you know, I'm Southern Region satellite.
Okay.
So who knows?
I don't even know what I'm on. I'm just on
Yeah,
the
TV.
TV,
Exactly.
probably aerial or something.
Yeah.
Netherlands countering here. It's Martins on the right now.
Right. She's
Low
got
cross
too
to
much
Bernstein,
space.
flicks it, blocked. It's going to be a
Blocked
corner.
by Millie Bright.
Yep, proper bright corner. But England have well, they've got the equaliser, but they've looked sharper since going behind. Like it's kicked them into gear. Maybe it's encouraged them to be a bit braver on the ball.
Yeah,
Just
bit of
had
a wake
Hemp
up call.
running at the defence there, and it almost like she's been instructed to run at the defence and then go and cross it in, and it just doesn't seem to be
I think
working.
she's trying to cross early, but I don't think the forwards are
Hmm.
getting there. You know, because the Netherlands was
Another
able to
corner
clear.
for Netherlands.
Well, they scored from this set piece before with the near post from Martins. Going a bit deeper
So
here.
let's see if we can defend this properly.
Ah, out.
Yep, voided
Good.
clear. So 10 to go to half time. All square. We did say a score draw, did we not? Was it 1-1, 2-1? I think we had on the predictions. So
yeah, we had
we
2-2.
predictions.
We all had a draw. Sam, what was your prediction?
I'll
For
have
this
to think
game.
off the top of my head.
just say 1-1 and then you're going to be right.
Ignoring the 1-1 score
I'm gonna go,
and what you've seen so far.
I'm going to go brave and say it's going to be a bit of a hell of a game and end up 3-2 to us.
Nice.
A lot of people predicting a lot of these
Nice.
to be 3-2s or 2-1s and things like that.
I just think, the Netherlands, like I said, Netherlands are suspect to the back. That's the only flaw. Like I said, we've seen already their attack is brilliant, but it's just that defense and that keeper. And I think Bronze showcased that with her goal because, you know, a keeper should claim that or punch it. You know, that should be happening.
I think they look, the difference between the two sides is they look like they've been playing together for a long time and know exactly
the Dutch
the setup.
Yeah.
And it's quite striking how quickly they get back into the right positions so quickly. So it almost makes your job 20 times as hard to play against them.
The Dutch have a few advantages in that they've had qualifiers that we haven't, because obviously this is a host tournament for us. And they've also played under Wiegman for an extended period of time, so they've got that synergy. We're only just learning, Wiegman ball. I think Mark Parsons has basically picked up what Sarina's done and just tweaked it further. So they're definitely more of a unity with this team, a fluidity. They sort of know their places, know where the pass should go, know where the positions are.
Exactly.
You know, this is an England team still learning. But they are competing well and they have a throw.
Jill Roord keeps on playing out on the wing. I always imagine her playing in the middle of the park.
One of the Netherlands players is down.
This is interesting here. Martins is down. Leah Martins is down. This is not good news for the Netherlands.
There. That was Kira Walsh there giving the ball
She's holding
away.
her ankle.
Oh, it's a jigsaw puzzle piece.
Adam, she's holding her ankle.
Yeah, that's not good. She's one that, well, there's many talents in there, but Martins is one of their talismanic players. You know,
it kind of went down. It never looks good when you go down when nothing's happened.
Yeah, off the ball.
Yeah.
Went down like completely out of the blue, nothing really going on around her. So it's normally something you've really sort of hurt yourself. Yeah.
It could be
She's
a Beckham metatarsal, couldn't
there
it?
we go.
Could be, Beckham metatarsal territory if we all remember the horrors of 2002. But
I'm not old enough to remember that, thankfully. It's great.
I'm younger than you and I remember it.
Just
How
about
does that work?
All I remember at that was that I was in school watching that game.
Yes,
and all
against Argentina.
Sitting in school, having a bacon sandwich, and seeing 2, 4, 6, 8.
I didn't stop watching England's men until
20 years ago. 20 years ago it was. They were doing a thing about 20 years ago since we lost to Brazil. But that was my first time I watched England. It's a tournament. That was my first England tournament. I watched it in primary school in the morning. It was mad.
20 years ago, I was 6, so I don't think I can really remember what.
Oh, I was, what would have been? It was 2 years.
Yeah, I would have been 6 as well, Sam.
7 or 8, I think I must have been.
I just
time.
about remember the.
I would have been about 9.
I can't remember what I did yesterday, let alone what I did.
But the funniest thing about it was the game. They showed the Denmark game, and Heskey scored in that. And as a kid, I was convinced Heskey was a world-class striker because he scored against Denmark in the World Cup. Because that was the only time I saw him score. Was Owen, Ferdinand, Owens, and Heskey. So I thought, Heskey must be great. He scored a goal.
He's one of the greatest football players on ever. To ever lace up the boots, surely. Oh, Jesus.
But look, this is how you're.
And then makes it 5.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He scored again. And then my other experience, I was watching him on a DVD, seeing him score against Germany. Go, well, there you go. He scored against Germany as well. He must be a great striker.
And then you realise what team he played for domestically, didn't you?
Yeah, Aston Villa and Leicester. So anyway,
Liverpool.
Oh, did he? Oh, I had no idea. I had no idea the partnership with Owen.
He went all over the place. I think he finished.
Oh yeah, I know he was all. I know. Well, it was all over Birmingham City. Yeah. Well, he went all over the shop, and he was all over the shop. But
got a shove from Millie Bright to Bernstein there.
When isn't she shoving someone? Let's be honest.
But that is true. That is true. But that was a shove, and
that was a bomb in the back.
That was a complete tumble. Weesh.
Whoa. No,
yeah,
Millie Bright is a unit, but she, bit of a Fellaini with the elbows, you know.
Yeah.
But 5 to go.
We see that all too often domestically.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. Has Martin's has Martin's come back on yet? Do we know? Was she?
I didn't see her come back on. I'm assuming she has. There's only 4 minutes of the
I would say they would maybe try to play the half out. I think is that her? No, that's Pella.
Palova.
Palova. Yeah, Palova. Yeah. Apologies.
See, I've got it back out again.
Hey, got my sticker back out. I was going to say I'm actually 1 or 2 short of completing some of the teams. I think Netherlands. I've got 1 left to get, and then I've completed one of them. So
hang on a second. You haven't had the book for long, so
I've been stockpiling. I've been buying pack 5 of these in Sainsbury's. I've been stockpiling loads of them, and then just kind of
like that.
Yeah, not mean to flex, but that's my swap stack at the moment. So yeah,
which pack have you got? Because there's the 17 pack, or you got the
It's the 8 packets with 40 stickers inside.
So the 5.99 one.
Yeah.
By the looks of it, Adam's just been going to Sainsbury's and clearing them out of all the stickers.
Yeah, that's why none of us
I'll have every single pack you have.
Yeah, just straight in the basket.
50, 100, and that will be £196. And
I do not feel comfortable in disclosing how much I've spent on stickers so far, but I'm happy with the progress that has been made thus far. The problem is now it's because there's so few left. Each box is becoming more expensive per actual sticker I need. So this is where swaps becomes even more important.
Adam, I'm sorry to disappoint. You lot have all had my swaps.
Yeah.
You warned. I'm out.
Have you given up now, or you?
No. I've posted you lot all the swaps.
Oh, see, you've been left, and now it's just you're waiting for all the ones to fill in your collection.
Yeah. Literally, after I didn't have that many, and then now I've got.
I'm also picking up George's as well. So
from after the swap, so I now know when I go out and buy some more that 90% of them are going to be pointless now.
Well, I have a sticker that I know nobody else has, and that is the uber rare Brighton and Hove Stadium sticker.
No one else has
that in the group.
But we're coming to the final closing 2 minutes of the game, and it is an England throw. I do find it weird though that there are certain players you can never seem to get, and then all of a sudden someone else will get them. So like Sam, you somehow managed to get a load of Viv. And it's Viv and Jill Raw are the only ones that I haven't got.
Oh, I got Jill Raw today. I was chuffed with that. The one I got loads of is the Austrian player who plays for Bayern Munich and does those We Play Strong videos. Got loads of her. Every time I pack, her face pops up.
I do think I might.
Brown and Martins. Martins has gone back down to the corner.
For some reason, mine seems to be all the logos. Like I've got 3 of them.
That wasn't necessary.
3 of the Netherlands, 1 France, 3 of the Italians. I think Belgium's my worst one because I've got about 4 of them now. 1, 2, yeah, no, 4 of the Norwegian ones.
I just need to get Switzerland and Spain, and then I've got all the badges.
I think it would be so cool. I'm thinking about taking my actual book with me to like the women's game next year and getting them to sign it on the in the actual book. I think that would look so cool on the actual stickers.
I'm thinking about bringing my spares to the stadium to give to people, just so they can finish their books as well. I'll put a tweet outside before the game. I'll be outside Old Trafford and out for kickoff. If you want a spare, come and see me. Just giving them out.
My plan, Sam, is to try and get doubles for all the Arsenal players, and then what I was going to do is ask them all to sign them during the season. So once I get them signed, I'm then going to get them framed, and then it's going to go on the wall.
Oh, that would be really cool. I like the
great
idea.
idea.
So I've got Leo, I've got Noel Moritz, and I can't remember who the other one. Leah at the moment. So
Which Leah?
That confused me. That confused me the other day when your message came through in the car, and I thought you said Leah Williamson was out with a major injury. I was bricking it.
I kind of hit the panic button and then I reread it again. Like you completely scared the WhatsApp group. I don't know about you, Sam, but you made us panic.
I've got all.
It doesn't have their both and start with W, but they have different names.
That is true.
So if you put Leah with an I. W.
Yeah, Leo, yes.
I've now got like 20 more, like loads more swaps because she was like, I'm just gonna, what I've done is I've posted a few that you need, and then the rest of my swaps I've just unloaded onto you. I was like, okay, like got like a pile of just swaps now as well.
Yeah, your friend hasn't been added to that group yet.
Yeah, I keep saying, fill it in. But I'm getting bored of telling them to fill it in and they're going.
Netherlands having one last tap before the end of the half. It's Jill Roord, plays it backwards for another turnover. England poor playing out from the back there. Gone wide again. I think it's Roord again. Rolls it across infield. England just get there. That's a free kick. Free kick to England.
Free kick. Who went down? Is that Daly? Yeah.
Is it? Is it Daly? No, it's Williamson. I think she's going to be all right.
Oh, no. Please be all right.
No, I think it's just a knock.
She's had a very quiet game so far. I haven't seen a lot of her.
She's had her foot stamped on.
Yeah. The thing is, we're used to seeing her in the centre-back position, but obviously now she's in the midfield. So, we haven't seen her pings yet. But it's a booking for Bernstein, though. That's booking for... Finally, yeah. Well, she has been a bit of a tussle with some of these players. But it'd be interesting to see, as captain, this is probably the hardest game Williams, well, in terms of, I think it's the first time actually England have gone behind under Sarina. So,
the game against Canada.
No, they took the lead through Bright. Canada equalised.
No, Janine Becky's. I'm sure
Janine Becky scored in the second half. I think it was a screamer.
Do you know what? I know it's half time, but Lika Martins doesn't not look like she's played 45 minutes of football. No. Compared to the England ladies, she does not look like she's played a game of football at all.
But she does not look happy either.
No.
But I think we can agree that was a pretty good game.
Yeah, it was a cracking first half, definitely.
Cracking first half, all in the balance. Some good goals, some dodgy defending. But yeah,
you still can't get over their kit. It's just like a child's been allowed to just put some like red and blue stripes alongside their kit. Really, it just looks.
It looks a lot better than we've seen. It's a usual away kit for them to have a white and the red and blue on that shirt. It's just the placement of the little blocks. And like little blocks of like red and blue, is it? They don't look in the right place. They just look.
It's how it's usually works. So they play in orange because they're the royal family is the House of Orange. So that's why they're playing orange. And then exactly. And unfortunately, they haven't named a colour after Windsor. But the away strip is meant to represent the flag, which is why it's red, white, and blue. It's just predominantly white. But it is interesting just how different, because sometimes it's like an inverting color, but it is so jarringly different. I forget when they're playing white that it is actually the Dutch playing. But I've got a message here.
The person running the Lioness's social media is not happy. Work to do.
No.
Second half coming right up on ITV4.
Ooh, that's not
The
good.
social media people are not happy on the ground.
They're supposed to say like quite neutral in general, aren't they?
No, they like if you use Everton as an example, they're always hyping the team up.
But normally, men's and women's football teams try to stay quite like non-biased to both sides, like social media accounts. Normally,
Thing is, though, this is probably the first time I'd say in quite a while England have not been able to impose themselves on an opposition.
It's not like what we've seen in previous. I know they're a different caliber. I mean, it took us about 20 minutes to settle into the Belgium game, to be fair, and it's just taken us about half an hour this time round.
I mean, we look against Canada.
Hard question now. If we would you be happy if we lost this and then we ended up playing them in, say, the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, and we won that?
I'd gladly lose.
We lost the battle, but we'll win the war.
I'd happily lose this game, and I think beneficial in the long run. If we struggle in this game, I think it will benefit us in the long run. I would also look back to and I hate to bring the men's team into this, but you look at Euro 2016 in our warm-up games, we beat Portugal in the last game of our warm-ups.
Yeah.
And who won Euro 2016? Wasn't England, it was Portugal. So I think games like these are good, like me to see what did we do wrong, what could you do better. Well, clearly what we did wrong in this game is we played out very badly from the back. We didn't get our shape right. We were very easily pressed. We were badly footed. Bright did not look comfortable, gave the ball away, and that's where the goal. And the marking from the corner, I'm guessing Lottie had to sneeze.
I am still here, just to let you know. I am just sorting out my window.
Okay, but in the corner we didn't defend well either, and that's annoying because corners are such a cheap way to concede. I mean, it's a great way to score, but the corners are things you can control because it's a set piece, and they didn't control it, and Walsh got run off by Martins, and it was goal to good. Luckily, we got an equaliser. I think correct.
Not really the end of the world if you win or lose the games before. No. Really, it's just fitness, isn't it? Like it's just building up the fitness ready for the tournament.
I think it's also a case of confidence to me.
Momentum.
Confidence going the momentum after the Arnold Clark Cup and us beating Germany. That should be the drive. It's
just that we haven't lost a game under Sarina, and I just always get nervous. That beat runs are great, but like the Emery run. If you're not suffering for the mistakes that you're making, it's like when the women were at the 2019 World Cup. We made mistakes all through that tournament, and we never got punished. And so we never learnt. So I'm glad that mistakes we're making here are being punished and exposing the flaws. So.
Yeah, you've also got to kind of think this is as well one of the better teams you're going to be playing. It's not like a local team. Like this is one of the best teams going into the tournament. So it's not like it's games you should be winning. Really, it would be games that you expected to. Yeah, well, you're not expected to win games like this. Really,
it's rare that we have a warm-up game against such high quality. If you think back to the Sven era, our warm-up games would be like against Austria. Or Jamaica or Hungary, it's just like Bob's just like, we'll win that. And I was like, we beat Jamaica 6-0. 2006 World Cups in the bag.
Yeah, you even look at like men's warm-ups, like England men's warm-up games, never really normally against like your massive top hitters, which is surprising that this is really.
They're showing here the pressing. The Nevers pressing, very, very,
the thing
very
is with
good.
I think with us women, the women's game, we don't have much wider choice of teams.
Yeah, there's no middle ground. You're either very good,
and most of these teams are only just starting out as well.
There's
no mediocre.
They've just noticed. They've just like highlighted their pressing. It's almost like because that's so good, it pulls your you could see our defense just being pulled completely out of any sort of shape because they were pressing so hard. Yeah, I just don't get that.
You wanted the good news, didn't you, about this referee,
Oh, there were
right?
good news. Oh, yes, there was. And then, someone scored, didn't they? And we lost
Yes,
it. Go on,
it was. And yeah. So what is the good
So-
news?
The first time this referee managed this season was Arsenal's 5-1 win against Koga.
Oh, in the away, yes. Ah, okay, fair enough.
Was
But the only other
that's
good
that's the
news,
Champions League leg, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, clearly we're going to win 5-1 today, then. So sorted, or lose.
the
5-1.
only other good news is she's only
but-
given out one yellow card or a World Cup qualifier against France and Slovenia.
Well, she's given out 2 today, so
Well,
she's already improved her record.
2-2 now.
Well,
Tripled
actually,
it.
in one of her games, she sent one of the players off. Hold on, it might have been 2. But let me double check that.
Just only up save here.
Yeah, she got
the knee drop there.
It was a game against Paredes and Maramito 2, so it would have been a second division game.
Oh.
And 2 of Maramito's players got sent off. 1 in 52 seconds and 52 minutes. The other one at 80 minutes. Both of them were double yellow cards.
Wow. That's not bad.
So it will be most likely,
No, it's
if
not
anyone
bad at
gets
all.
a card, it'll be a yellow card more than anything else.
Well, that's the reason, because so far, like I said, it's just been
Yeah.
just 2 yellows so far. But I think England will be happy, the happier of the 2 sides at the break. But this has been distinctly uncomfortable. First 45 minutes, which I think is
You
what
could
we were
say that
expected.
again.
I know you mentioned Mary Earps, but I just don't think she's that great of a goalkeeper, if I'm honest. Like the way she's saved some of those shots, like they just put on her knee block.
I thought that was a good reaction. I thought that was a good reaction because that was to drop the knee. I thought that was a good reaction save too. I think, and you know, if she hadn't, it goes for her legs. So at that close range, the speed to be able to
Adam,
do
we
that.
can just
it's
about
quicker
see.
to bend down than to dive down.
Adam, you're too high on the camera.
Oh,
Is there any?
Sorry, the screen's moved slightly. My apologies.
All we could see was from here down. I was like, where did you go?
Another side point. Is there anyone that kind of pushes her anywhere near as like a second choice?
Ellie Roebuck.
Oh, okay.
I think Roebuck's a lot better as a goalkeeper than I'm forgetting her name now. Earps has too many mistakes in her, and I always go back to the Man United game again. Actually, I've seen Man United twice this season live, and Mary Earps has been really disappointing.
She did have a blunder. She did a blunder against us at the away game,
Miedeama, where she completely. I don't know if this is one thing that I always wondered: why don't women goalkeepers wear some sort of like hat or something? Because if the sun's in your eyes, you're not. What's the point of going like that? Because you're going to end up diving halfway through the second half. If you have a hat, at least you can sit. The sun's out your eyes, and it's not going to bother you.
She did make a very good save against us at Meadow Park, though. You know, tipping Viv's shot on the bar, which, you know, if she got that, I think we would have won the game.
And so the other game I saw was, sorry, Adam, to cut you off, was against Everton, where Claire Emsey gone and scores in the first 3 minutes.
Old Trafford.
Yes.
Right.
So it's concentration and things like that. And if you're a goalkeeper, you always have to be 100% concentrated, and you can't afford to make a single mistake. Like I know some goalkeepers have it. Manu has it at times where she'll be passing it, and she like a couple of times at West Ham it was a bit too short. I know Sam had a go at her on that chat along all that, but at the time you just kind of rest easy because you know that there's someone in that back line. But with England, with Millie Bright and Greenwood, if Mary Earps makes a small pass like that, I'd expect whoever the striker is, if it's going to be Bieler for Austria, or if it's going to be Rachel Furness. I don't know, she's not a striker, she's a midfielder, but just name
Hadberg would be one for
Yeah,
Oh,
a
well.
Hedberg.
Right,
even
boys.
if Frida Marlin picks it up with a big, then I would expect Frida Marlin to chip her off the line. It's
Right,
think
boys.
just
I think
little things.
Oh,
Sorry, Adam. Thoughts on changes, and I'm going to start with Sam because Sam's been very quiet on YouTube and chatting away. So I'm going to pick on Sam.
go on, Jack. Come on, Sam.
What changes would you bring in?
Let me just get the subs up, and then I'll know a little bit better because I know there's about 24 subs.
We've got
I don't think there's that
6.
many.
We should be able to have a maximum of 6 changes for this game.
Yep.
For a friendly.
So that should be fun.
We're going to try and not be biased as well, and just say bring all the Arsenal players that are on the bench on.
Yeah, those thing is that would be my go-to option, and maybe apart from Nikita Paris, I don't know why. It's just me.
I think to maybe change up like the attacking sort of setup might be a point, because it's kind of looked a little bit kind of quiet and flat when we get the ball up towards like their box. So you could completely change it, or you could kind of bring Beth Mead on and maybe Ella Toon played really well the last game that we all watched together, so that might be it because she brought like lots of energy last time. And I think that's what it needs.
Matt is disagreeing there. He got a shake of the head, Sam. But keep
I'm
going.
not a Toon fan. I don't understand what people think of her.
I didn't know you didn't like Newcastle, Matt.
I think she was potentially the best player on the pitch the last time we watched.
What was that about Newcastle?
You said that you don't like Toon. What's the Newcastle's nickname? The Toon. Sorry, bad joke. Very bad joke.
Maybe you could go Mead, Ella Toon, and then Russo as well, and change it completely.
Yeah. Do you know what? I like the sound of that, but I'd keep Hemp. I'd put Russo up top, and then I'd put Mead on the other side, which I think could be interesting. And I know Adam's going to disagree with me there because I can see him shaking his head. But unfortunately, the first head shake came from Matt. So
I think the thing is, as well, you've got to realise that there is a tournament coming up, so it's good to give everyone a chance to kind of see what you want to go with. If you don't try it in these games, you're not going to know whether it works before going into a tournament. So you're better off to try it in these games than kind of going into it blind in the tournament, for me.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So I think Fran Kirby's done really well. I wouldn't be surprised if she does stay on just for a little while longer, but she'll probably come off later on. I would probably expect if you were to make a half-time substitute, it would be Chloe Kelly because she hasn't really done a lot.
No.
Then that's a question: who do you bring on? Do you bring on?
Right. Don't look at your screen.
Paris.
Don't look at your screen. Don't look at your screen, boys.
I've done it. I'm afraid. You told me not to look, so instinctively I looked.
I thought you meant this screen, so I thought you want the screen I'm looking at now. So I looked at my TV
screen.
No,
I meant your TVs.
Well, I want Beth to come
Adam,
on anyway.
I can't ask you your swaps because you've seen it. So
Mead, Paris.
Not Paris,
I don't know.
please.
I would. Why not? Like I think she's really hard.
Do you know what? She's really good in tournaments, Paris.
Yeah,
from what I've seen,
really hard done by because she hasn't really. Everyone's given her a load of stick and going, "Oh well, she's not doing so well," but she hasn't had a chance to show it at Arsenal. She hasn't been given enough time.
Oh,
Van der Donk and Mead coming on at the same time. That's interesting.
Nice. Martin's come off.
Yeah,
for Van der Donk.
I'm so happy that I'm going to all those games.
Van der Donk's on. Fascinating.
Well,
I tell you what, when I posted that,
got an England shirt on, Matt.
When I posted that goal up earlier today, when Van der Donk scored against us at the Euros, I did find myself whistling that song for the rest of the day and cursing myself for the fact that I was. So yeah,
it looks like Chloe Kelly's come off for Beth Mead. So
I just have these visions of us still having Chilwell and Van der Donk and just thinking, wow, how unbelievable we'd be.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, but I would also say that in that season, the last season when they were there, they weren't exactly pulling up trees. And I think what
I would
we
say
see
Jill
of them,
Roord was. She scored the hat trick in the first 3 games.
Scoring goals.
she's got 2
Twice.
hat tricks. She's got 2 hat tricks in the first 2 games, and then did pretty much nothing for the rest of the season. So, and that was against Reading and West Ham. So,
The one thing I'd always have is that she is quite tall. So if you have her on court in the box, she is
Adam.
Hemp,
going to be one of those.
deflected, loose.
Deflected,
Mead.
loose.
Oh,
Mead.
I'm
Oh,
still
come
on
on,
the
Beth.
group.
I'd also want to say well done to Adam for calling the commentators tonight.
oh, was it?
In the
Is it Seb
WhatsApp
and
group.
Chev?
Yeah,
Is it Sebi and Chevy? Yes.
it is. Yeah, it is. Oh, right. Just
Goal.
looking at that replay, Beth didn't quite get enough control on that ball.
It came over the defender. She couldn't react in time, could she?
Yeah.
Bernstein.
I just let people know I'm not psychic. I am quite behind anyway. So
For anybody who's tuning in
just
now, Matt is on the VAR tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nearly 20
loose
seconds
there.
on the clock.
England. I would quite like to see Beth England actually start, but I think Beth Mead have actually played quite well together for England when they've been on the pitch. And if Sarina wants to press, Beth Mead is her player because she can press. We saw that last season with Bernstein offside this time.
See, that's a lot better. It's nice to see Lauren Hemp actually going at the defenders and it's taken deflection, but
rather than just whipping it in.
And
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it hasn't come off, but at least Meadows had half a bite of a cherry.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
I also think it's absolutely mental that they've got enough good players that Viv can sit on the bench. Like
that's scary. Yes,
no,
absolutely.
It's also I find it very, very strange because she's one of the first Arsenal players I have down on the team sheet. Unless God forbid she's injured. Which
what also is that they play her as a 9 still.
Yeah.
But also, like, she's one of the best players in women's football. So I don't know how she doesn't get to a team. Like, it's just bizarre.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is a friendly as well.
I guess, but
I can't. With this team, as Adam just said, they still play her as a 9. Can you imagine her playing for the Dutch as a number 10?
Or 2 10s with DVD in like a twin 8 sort of thing.
Exactly.
Imagine.
I can understand why they leave her as a 9 because of DVD, but
and as it
switch it up.
The only reason
in behind Van der Donk.
Wow,
she's off again. Oh, and what was that?
That didn't look so great.
That didn't look great from Alex Greenwood. Alex Greenwood is not playing tonight.
That did not look. That looked like a panic lunge there, but we'll see.
Without looking at a replay from first call, you would say that's a penalty. Oh no!
Right. Let's see.
Oh, she's not moved.
VAR's in use tonight, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
That's a penalty. That's a penalty.
It is a penalty. I mean,
that is a penalty. Oh my god!
I know DVD has like a reputation for hitting the deck.
Oh no, that was a penalty though. I'm really surprised that hasn't been given.
What's happening here?
I don't think so. She touched the ball.
Oh really?
Yeah, she touched the ball. It kind of just tapped her and it bounced off her leg. I think
this must be the chance.
Matt, can you look at the VAR? Does she touch the ball?
Oh,
Matt, did she get the ball? If not, we'll wait for the VAR decision.
First half. I'm going to have a look at the
replay. Blow whistle there. And what's going on here? Hang on. That's it. She's going to the monitor. It's going to be a penalty to the Netherlands.
She's going to the monitor. Okay, Matt,
I'll be honest, I did it.
There's no replay at the moment. They're right. Okay, she's holding it because she's stayed. This is one of the worries that I would have is that, right, okay, here's the replay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. There's no
look, she's gone
Greenwood's
through
gone
the player.
Full on for the player instead of the ball. If you're going for the player and then you go for
she hasn't got any control.
You see here, she steps across. Van der Donk there steps across. She actually steps on Greenwood's training
across.
leg. Look, she steps onto the leg and loses her balance. Greenwood should never be sliding in.
I'm sorry.
Greenwood, that was a stupid decision for Greenwood to slide in, and Van der Donk stepped across.
Penalty!
It could be worse.
It's a penalty.
It's a penalty.
Is it going to be a red card?
No,
is it
no, it's a yellow card. It's a yellow card to Alex Greenwood.
I don't think
no warnings.
I don't think it's been given a penalty because it was it was just the recklessness of the lunge. I think
it was
a penalty.
Fab says Arsenal and City have a verbal agreement. We like this, right?
Oh, Fabrizio.
Gary, this is women's football tonight. We're trying to avoid the men's. There is slight comparisons now and again, but trying not to elaborate on that. But it's just examples. Player has hit well
on her.
Here we go.
200 cap.
200th game for the Netherlands, and she's taking the penalty against Marriott.
What is shocking is we could see it was a penalty from where we were.
That's going in. Marriott will not save that.
Well, that's unfair. You're behind us. How can you know?
Here we go.
I'm really tempted to wind Matt up and cry for the opposite reality.
Here we go. Jill Ward looks like she's right. Here we go. I can't watch.
Well, you should do. Embrace it. Do a horse.
She's not even in the middle of a goal.
No, she's not.
She's delaying it.
Oh, she saved it. Yes, she saved it. Yes, go on, Mary. Go on, girl.
He's furious down there. He's furious. I think she actually just it's wide altogether. I think
she hasn't saved
it. Earps guesses right, and it hits the post.
So she had the bottom of the goal covered though. So it was a complete Bruno Fernandes penalty.
She Bruno'd it. So,
but she's absolutely thrilled.
I don't know why.
I think she would have got there if it was going for the bottom corner.
It didn't have enough power.
But that was definitely an Aaron Ramsdale celebration.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Sorry, it's the green kit, guys.
It's the collar that I don't understand what's going on with the collar.
Falling behind, Hemp taking on the defender, cross.
Go on.
What?
Yes, Meado.
Okay.
That's my girl. 2-1. 2-1 to England. Let's have it. Gary, thank you for coming back. Every time you come back,
I've only just seen the penalty. I'll tell you what.
Literally celebrating as if he was actually gone up the other end and
celebrated.
Yeah.
It's straight from the goal kick. It's back to front play. Hemp gets in behind the defence, gets the cross in, and England they get the free player there. It's Mead. She's run away from Janssen. Free in the box, off the bench. On the volley and reverses it past Wiegman's out. Brilliant. Straight from the missed penalty, England score. Fantabulous.
Yeah.
The whole build
is absolutely brilliant.
You watch it back as well. Like it's incredible the way we played it.
Yeah.
Matt can enjoy that now. He's watching behind everyone else.
That's actually
another Beth Mead goal. Do you know what? I was chatting to Beth Mead after the Aston Villa game, and I said to her, "I'm hoping to see more hat tricks off you this summer." She looked at me and just smiled. So
that's
fingers
one down,
crossed.
2 more goals to go. Apology, viewers, if I was a bit too loud for the microphone. I'm sure you picked that up, but I just got a bit excited there because we scored a goal. Another turnover for England. Oh, foul there. England free kick. Spitzer following up.
I've come to the conclusion, boys. I've come to the conclusion that Gary is our lucky charm. Every time he comes back, there's a goal on the screen for someone. So, Gary, thank you very much. I hope you'll be tuning in for all the England games over the Euros because that's fun.
Kicks Kirby in the back there.
What was that
Beth
from Greg?
Does really well there to at least get something on it because she's sliding in for that.
So we've got Lee on Facebook. Wow, what a turnaround.
I know. This is a great show character from England, which bodes well for the tournament.
We definitely dug deep. I mean,
that was very much Sarina football.
No.
That was loose, but England escaped, and now we can break down the right. Mead, England, quick switch of play, can't quite get to Hemp.
No.
England.
She's just too far out.
Yeah, England. There go Kirby.
Ball there.
Kirby chasing the ball down.
Bernstein. Out wide. Bronze. Closing down
No, I
Pavlova.
hope you don't mean Beth
Into the
England.
Bronze,
box.
She
Don't
doesn't
bring her
Bronze.
down. Don't bring her down. Don't bring her down.
Stay with her, Lucy.
Bronze. She's been twisted. She's turned. It's
Come on.
deflected. It's another corner.
It's another corner. No, time for another set piece. Come on, Mary, let's go.
I
Pavlova
know.
to hit the corner.
Absolutely. Pavlova and Spitzer.
Oh, nope, spits up.
What
Swap
a
round.
game this is. What a game this is.
Oh,
It
definitely.
could
I was
go either
expecting
way.
this. I was quite
It's
excited.
great. It's great to watch a game where like it's not a foregone conclusion. There's actually a
Gary, I'm
It's a real-
detecting a slight hint of sarcasm there. Lottie, England loves me. Lol.
packed.
You won't
I
be
think
saying that in November.
play
Yeah.
off the Netherlands. It's coming in again, and Beth England. That was not convincing in the slightest. It's another corner.
Yeah.
England rushed out. I think she had the time to take a touch.
Yeah, she did. She did. If she put that under control, she would have got rid of it.
Tapped
But
and
I've seen
volleyed,
her
but
do
she
that so many times for Chelsea, though. So it must
Swiped
be
it.
habit.
gone short, in, and straight into Earps's grasp.
Yep. With an Aaron Ramsdale save. She just chilling
Hits
on
on
the
it.
floor. Yep.
Yeah.
No smiles, though.
No smiles. No
No smiles, though.
here,
No cheeky
that's
grins.
good awareness
Just-
from Earps
yep.
to get across and take the ball.
No, definitely.
Um,
Definitely.
on to Bright, Van der Donk going to press out, and Bernstein. They've got sort of two up front now, but Netherlands
Alex
going into press.
Greenwood.
Earps has to go long here.
Really bright. Marriott.
Inks out wide. That's good.
Nice.
Mead, bronze. She's got bronze ahead of her, but she can go infield if she wants to.
Mead.
She goes wide. Kirby. She's got options. She's going left onto Hemp. Daly's making up the run on the left-hand side, taking a defender. Hemp cuts in, looks for options. Goes central. Walsh round the corner. Williamson dinks it. Looking for Hemp. Defense gets there.
No.
And that's a foul. That's soft. That is
Ridiculously
cheap.
soft.
That is safe. But no, that's intelligent play by Rod there. Daly should not be doing that. It's a cheap free kick, but she, frustration, she goes for it. That is so cheap. But
That is ridiculous.
it's ridiculous.
Great.
But
She shouldn't be doing that. She
should
should
be
know
doing that. But
better.
it's turnover again. Hemp.
Oh, nice.
Hemp,
Nice.
it
Hemp,
round.
Lauren's off Hemp
Kirby.
again.
Kirby in the box. It's
Go on
still
then.
Frank Kirby. Still Frank
Go on.
Kirby.
Come
Lays
on,
it.
Kirby,
Tipped,
come on.
blocked.
No, you should have shot.
And
And
again.
again.
And again, come on. Oh.
No
And
penalty
Bronze
given.
is brought down in the box.
Once it's gone down the box and nothing's given there, and the Netherlands can break. Dom Janssen
And
breaking for the
Netherlands are
midfield,
now on the break.
plays it wide. Big switch of play. There's space in the back. Can Earps get there first? She does.
I tell you what, we should take that one. We should start singing that next season.
Here we go.
Tim
So
Stillman,
balls play
hello.
through here.
Is it me you're looking
Bronze.
for? Maybe. Maybe. I'm still
What
waiting
was
for my
that?
Mead
Sorry?
shirt.
What was that? Sorry, Matt. I was watching the play. What?
There we go.
Tim Stillman's funny. Hello. Is it Mead you're looking for? Oh, right. Okay. I've never
Start having that as a chant next season.
I've never heard that one
No,
before.
I still prefer
Number 9.
she comes from Whitby.
She comes from
she's
Whitby.
number
She's
9.
not number 9.
Yeah. She comes
Sam,
from
it
Whitby.
looks like you're embracing the dark side. Do you have light fittings in your room?
Yeah, that is a
No,
point.
I run at my house. It runs by candlelight. So
Oh, right. Okay. All right. So at some point, we're just not going to see you at all. Oh, that's better.
And then there was lights.
Let there be light. Said Millie
Reminds me of
Bright.
someone else's channel. He always ends up in like, no matter what the brightness is, it's always like really dark around his camera.
Hello,
No idea what
darkness,
the
my
problem
old
is.
friend.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, how will the Netherlands respond? Dom Janssen looking down the flank, bronze to get there. Clears upfield, flicked on. The ball's just coming straight back at them. Bronze, that's. Oof, I don't think that's a. Well, might have got a free kick there. Nothing given. Earps waves the troops forward. Greenwood back to Earps. Bernstein goes to press. Greenwood looking for options. Goes for Daly. Would it be great if Daly got a goal?
Yeah,
That would be
I think
absolutely brilliant.
That would be
she scored
amazing if
today.
Daly could get a goal. Kirby,
It's all
walks
set
into
up
Kirby,
for
England, wide. Daly, Kirby's making the run. She's found her. Hemp, I think, is in the middle of Beth. Kirby holds it up.
Kirby's on the
No
loose.
options, goes
Here
back.
we go.
It's Hemp. Infield. There's a loose pass, but it comes to Kirby. Oh, that's another loose pass there.
Oh, it's That was poor.
It was poor. She rushed it. She had chance. She had players, but she went first time. Janssen, England looking to try and force her back. So Janssen goes long into the midfield, finds her mark out wide onto Jill Rord, facing off against Daly. Inside, Walsh for company goes on. Hunnen back heel, very nicely done. Rord again, switches out to the right. Here it comes. High, looping, heads. England get there.
Oh, well done.
Touch.
Ouch.
Truth.
Ouch.
I was uncomfortable.
That was a
but
bit of a
England get
hairy,
out for
scary
England.
moment.
That was,
Beth
I
England
think that was
took the
Williamson,
ball.
actually.
Yeah, I think it was
That
Leah.
was lax, but
Yeah.
England escape. Walsh, wide. Beth on the right. Goes back. Bronze. England. Looked to have sort of
Kirby
stopped
off.
here for a moment. Bright, Greenwood. 30 minutes to go. Still 2-1. I think we could really do a third goal if we. I mean, the fact is we could beat the Netherlands here. It would be impressive.
Please don't speak too soon because I will we'll all just look at you very disappointed if it goes a different
hoping.
way. And I will be blaming
I'm happy
you.
for a 2-2 draw. I'm happy for a 2-2 draw. So long pass here, slip.
So
And
guys, you heard it here first. If it goes wrong, it's that person right there, with his glass of juice's fault.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Matt will help by pointing up as well. See? That's Sam. I don't know what direction you'd point in.
Subs coming on, and Vivienne Miedeama is about to
Other way.
Other shoulder.
That's the one. It's the inverse to what you think it is. It's not a mirror, it's a camera, so it's the inverse. But
here comes Viv. Here comes Viv.
Pelova
She's coming off the bench.
Yeah, I'd say Beerstein's done a lot of good work today. I think she's looked very sharp.
She's had a very good game.
She's very dangerous. But Miedeama, the number 9, who'd rather be 10, is on.
The 9.5, 10.5.
The 9.5, yep. And long. And
she doesn't look very happy, does she?
Nah.
It never does. Brooks has come on as well.
She never looks happy. That's the point. Like
when she comes on for Arsenal, she doesn't look that sad. She looks a bit bewildered.
I'll have to look at it when she.
Greenwood's coming off.
Yeah, she just looks. She needed to come off a while ago with a yellow card.
Is Lotte coming on then?
I don't know. Stanway's just coming on now. I don't think it will. I think it's someone else. We'll see. Beth England's coming off as well. It's a change of shape.
I think Viv looks a little bit more confused more than anything else from the way that
Ella Toon's coming on as well. I think it's a change of shape, you know.
It's changed.
It's all changed. Kirby's coming off as well.
Frank Kirby's coming off as well.
She had some good moments. I think she's still trying to get back to fitness because she's been out since February, but she has some good moments there. Russo, Stanway, and Toon coming on.
Oh, they may as well make me the manager because I just made half time the whole 3 subs.
Yeah, no, you have. Did you say Mead as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
4 out of 4 gold star for Sam.
I think they've gone 3 at the back. I think they've gone 3 at the back here. Because I think Greenwood's come off for the extra tackle.
I'm not going to say I'm psychic considering I'm 2 minutes behind you, but I also did say Kirby was going to come off around the 60th minute. So
and I think she's not back to full fitness anyway. So
Daly,
I'd rather her come off.
Hemp.
I'm not sure Beth England going off, if I'm honest.
Well, they've swapped out
England more height with Alicia Russo, which I'm happy with.
I thought Russo would come on, but it gives Toon a chance to showcase her talents.
So
Daly,
it's right. So you've
got
Russo.
So Russo's on as well. Russo runs it straight out, unfortunately.
Nice. Got 3 at the back then, and then maybe 3-5.
Maybe a 3-4-3. Maybe a 3-4-3. Maybe
maybe
get an extra forward on. Or 3-5-2 sort of setup. Turnover! Hemp!
Turnover, let's go. Come on, Lauren.
There's no one on the back post, and Bronze is not going to get there. What a waste. I think Hemp just has to go for it. I think
Leah's gone at the back by the look of it.
Yes, that'll be it then. Williamson's gone into
complete sense.
Back. Yeah, okay. So it's just change of midfield.
She was literally on the right hand. No, she was in the middle and she was carrying. Hey, Rachel Day doing some pickups.
That was wrong selection there from Hemp, unfortunately. And this is just sort of the things I'm on about. Is she's so good, but she's so raw, and it's just the decision making there. Think so?
I don't think I've ever
Dominic
seen
Jansen.
that sort of atmosphere.
England pinch
obviously, I can't hear it, but the atmosphere looks very.
It does look really good. See,
Considering
now and again,
they've got
you
three
hear
other
the big
stands
boom of
open.
England.
I've really been having this on mute this whole time because I've been so
I've
focused
got
on this. But I normally have the commentating on.
Extremely low. I can just
that's what I've been on very low. So it hasn't been coming through. Williamson goes long over the top.
I don't even want the commentary on. I'd rather have done commentary anyway.
Oh, you're too kind. Stop it.
It's the
Stop
marching
massaging
band
my ego.
At least we haven't got Emma Hayes tonight. That's something.
She's currently
pick up her OBE today. So,
is the band there or not?
I hope not.
Can you hear the band or not?
No idea.
It's usually at these games they go home and away, don't they? To all the games.
Too deep beyond the striker there from Hemp. Again, like I said, decision making. But it's another turnover. England are pinching the ball high. It's another attack.
Nice.
That was Rachel Daly. She saw the headline. She saw it at the moment she'd been dreaming of, and she's cleared the bar, unfortunately. But England are
what you call that.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, the subs seem to have worked a treat for England. They've really turned the screw back on the Dutch.
That Beth was fuming because you were straight there.
She's like, just play me through.
She's literally
still forward of England, though. It's still.
Thing is, I completely get it. It's her 50th cap, and she's playing in the town that she grew up in. So hopefully, she'll get that in the back of the net.
Pings it. Hemp.
Oh, nice.
Never cross. Loose.
Cross loose.
No.
It's still
loose. And the Dutch
clear.
Oh wow.
And it's gone out. It's an England throw. Oh my word. Van Veenendaal there. I mean, so Hemp with a cross, and this time it's on the money. It comes in.
Yeah.
Mead. It comes off Jansen, and the keeper plucks it out the air, and as it comes to make the it gets in the end.
She kind of smacked it down to the floor.
Yeah, she sort of poured it.
And that's why I think he had a shot at it.
But yeah,
she should have just grabbed it.
She should have grabbed it, but Jansen's deflection caught her out. Mead was going for it.
I mean, that's the. All right, boys. Who scored? 1, 2,
Mead.
3.
Meado!
It's gone. You ruined that. Go away. There you go, Riddy. You got your answer.
Oof. Not even.
Was there a dog somewhere?
Huh?
So someone saying woof. I was like, what was there a dog somewhere?
That's me. Going,
right.
So all the sounds he gets.
Miedeama to take. Would not be surprised if she got an equaliser today. I'm guessing. I'm going for a Dutch equaliser 10 minutes from time.
Marriott's own goal.
No, come on. Give her some credit,
Do you know what?
She didn't even save the penalty.
I'm going to stick with this 2-1 score.
2-1 scores. 2-1's good.
Yeah, I'm going to stick either this or 2-2. One of the two.
The Dutch will find a way. The Dutch will find a way. They always find a way.
They're like Chelsea in the WSL. They find a way.
Thing is,
turnover.
All it takes is Viv to have a last-minute shot and
turnover again. Walsh, nice. I think it's Walsh.
That's the one.
That is great from Walsh.
That is
brought England straight at the pitch.
Walsh.
Here's Stanway breaking.
Stanway cross over to
flick on the corner.
Daly.
No, still going. Curls, deflects, corner.
Oh, take
that. Just looked like they ran out of ideas.
Was
got to the box there. Russo.
Yep.
Yeah. It just looked like we were running out of steam there, and she got the curler in, and it just deflects off the number 15 there. I didn't take her name.
Yeah.
But good break from England. It was
really
just the end final.
Do you know what? One thing I do enjoy about watching Alex Russo is when she's completely fresh as a sub, she's great to watch. But when she's treading through,
that's is that Walsh? Oh no, it's not Walsh's last option. I was gonna say I was always a critic of Walsh at the World Cup. I think she's improved, but that break through the midfield where she got round the defence was brilliant. I think she's really
She
improved as a
seems
player. And I
to,
think,
like, considering the season that she's had, she didn't really spark a lot of.
On a serious note,
that's
for the
poor.
for the tournament, we do need to cut out these like kind of lax passes and stupid mistakes.
This is England, though. We did
Yeah.
this in 2019. I thought we'd shaken it, but it looks like it's still within our DNA.
Yeah.
Just cannot seem to control the midfield.
I know it sounds a bit bad, but I find there's a lot of like lax, I should say, sorry, from Ellen White. I mean,
It's
she's
like-
great when they go in, but some of them just sort of flail. And it
You
doesn't
see
go
why
in the net.
I say she needs about 8 chances to finally score one, because
Exactly.
she misses the easy ones.
Like throughout these qualifiers, I never understood why you said that. And I've watched her more and more carefully, and I'm thinking, you know what, you're right.
She sort of waves her foot at it and hope it goes in.
Whereas
I mean,
Sam Kerr, she's just like,
even watching her goal against the USA when she does that, it's just sort of flails in. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh dear!
Some people can't
I did
do
like
it
the
because they don't know their
celebration.
joints. It's
Chasing back though.
really,
Chasing back.
I know it's odd though because she does it like upside down, so it's like
got Millie Bright on
Get
fifth
there.
at the moment,
Bronze.
and it's shut down.
Mead versus Miedeama.
More like that than that.
Yeah,
because a lot of people go like that. It's weird.
Or that.
Yeah, it's
that's the
kind
other
of weird. But I have noticed Viv does kind of hesitate.
They're doing the torchlight on the iPhones.
Nice.
Here we go. Oh, curls.
Oh wow! What a goal!
Yes. What a goal!
Yes,
Ella Toon. That was Toon.
Van Veenendaal. That was bad. That was very bad.
That was very people. I'm not allowed to say it because I know Lee is in the chat and he will tell me off.
But I said Van Veenendaal was suspect, and she got caught out for Bronze's shot, and she's been caught out again here. This is regulation stuff, and she has scooped it into her own net. Oh, she's got that horribly wrong.
Horribly wrong. She just didn't close her hands quick enough to grab the ball.
Cuts his side on the right foot. It's I don't know what she's trying to do.
Off her hands.
She needs to. It needs to be a dive, full stretch, tip around the post. But it's like she's gone across to claim it, but it's not there to be claimed.
No, sorry, it's not the cross.
No,
oh wow!
No goal, no penalty, no. But it's 3-1 England. Who saw that?
And what was my stats before the game? That was 9 games before the Euro 2017.
They've only beaten them once in a million games.
We beat them once. We've lost 6 times and drawn twice.
Who predicted 3-2?
I didn't predict anything.
He predicted 3-2, guys. So if they get a late consolation, it's on him, not me. Him.
She shouldn't be able to score from there, but that is poor goalkeeping.
I mean, if you don't,
maybe it's the bounce. Maybe it is the bounce that just sort of.
Maybe it's about the ball, but
it's the bounce. It's gone right underneath. As soon as it's bounced, she hasn't adjusted.
It's not the first time though. It's like I said. You slate Mary Earps for being potentially mistaken.
Gary's taking credit
Bronze
for
breaking.
Surely not. Surely not. Here we go. We're going in again.
Oh,
it's loose. Come on.
Oh, what a goal!
Yes. What a goal!
While you're talking about a goal, there was a really nice guy dressed like suit and tie.
Lauren Hemp finally gets her goal in that game.
She's going to be having kittens.
So I am very, very pleased about that. It is now 4-1 to England.
What a second half performance from England. Where has this got? Bronze breaks the fence, cuts it back. Brilliant volley, wrong foot keeper, off the post. The defence is horrific there, does not clear it, and Hemp loops it. Van Veenendaal just gives up on it again.
Do you know what? She reminds me of the Latvia keeper. She just ended up sitting there when was it Latvia?
But Dijkstra there tries to dink it out from no one who's on the deck, and Hemp just returns it first time, doesn't think, just bam, instinct.
Yeah. Who was it that had that volley? And she it was one of the Arsenal men's game, and he just said, "I sod it," and just volleyed it first time. Can't remember who it was.
I'm not sure. Jess
don't
Carter
know.
is on for Rachel Daly.
Oh, bad luck,
No,
Daly.
so
I think she'll be
quite
happy
pleased.
with the
Great goal.
result. Great
Yeah,
goal.
it's great to see. Great to see Carter
Obviously,
back
I'm
though.
not
She
celebrating.
was out an injury. Gary's letting us know he's claiming them 2 goals. He's still present over in the US.
Totally.
Doug, this is my first time watching you guys. I love your positive vibes. Positivity is the way forward. Doug, you're welcome to join us throughout the Euros. I'm always looking for a good rotation of guests. So if you want to jump on the stream with us, you're more than welcome to.
And once again,
Lee
apologies to everybody wearing
have you
headphones.
here, mate, from Lee. Yeah, always have your headphones. Riddy 4-1 hence. I know, as you can see, she finally deserved her goal. We're all happy. Gary, it looked like the defender caused the goalkeeper to hesitate, then bounce her in. Oops.
Who's Rachel gone for? Just
Dutch fell asleep with defence. Yeah, they can't defend.
Yeah.
This was the thing when Sarina was checking out of the Netherlands. The thing they always said was that they were very suspect defensively. And once England got the confidence when they got the equaliser and pushed back on the Dutch and realised they could get through, they're just tearing through at will.
This is the problem I have, though. I don't want to see it build false confidence. Like,
no, I know what you mean.
Build on it. Because, like you mentioned with the men, how many times have we gone into a tournament playing someone, beating them, and then not done well?
No, and it could easily be when we hit the tournament, the Netherlands could hit their stride and suddenly look amazing. And I reckon they'll. Yeah, there's a new manager, isn't it, Mr. Mark Parsons, and he'll come away with this probably more questions than Sarina. If he answers them, then there'll be a different prospect in the tournament. But this is a real. I mean, how we address it? I know these are second strings. Miedeama was on the bench. We had Mead on the bench. This is a real statement because just think how different it would have been if Spitzer got her penalty in. Until at that point,
because they had almost like a set. They could have fielded this was their rotation squad. We had a little bit of a semi-rotation, whereas some of those players that were playing in the second half will probably play in that starting 11 come say this whenever the knockout is. Whereas a lot of their players won't be in that first 11.
What's weird though is, I would say the Netherlands were better in the first half of their second string, but when we put our players on, we've looked better. The moment Sarina made that triple substitution that Sam is taking credit for,
that's quadruple to you.
A quadruple, sorry, apologies. Well, there was 3 at once, wasn't there? Me came on first, and then there was a triple whammy.
He called all 4.
Okay, well, quadruple. They've looked immense. Williamson's gone back into the defence, and they've just torn through the Dutch. It's I mean, it's giving
with Sarina. You've got to remember she's going to know that defence, and she's going to know those players very well, and she's going to know where the holes are.
I love that she's deliberately made them bad defensively so she can take them apart at the next Euros. Yeah, it's all come according to plan. Everything's falling into place.
It's all a part of the master plan to be the England manager.
She's been playing 4D chess all this time.
The Netherlands play Sweden first, and if they were to lose that game first, I think they would see it as the opportunity.
See, that's the difference there. Earps took that
Mary
cross.
Earps, hands ups, doing
the
Aaron Ramsdale again. Yep.
So the Euros is from the 6th of July and runs until the 31st of July.
Yeah, Doug, it's all the way till the end of July, so enjoy your honeymoon. Congratulations on getting married as well.
Doug.
I know you're very excited. You tried your suit on today, I believe. But seriously, enjoy your honeymoon. The show is running all the way through to the 2nd of August. So we'll get you on at some point.
Right. Nothing stupid here, England 10 minutes ago. The headliners will be out in force because they'll be doing Euro 96 references after this.
I know that. I know that. It's something that's not necessary. It should be recognised because we did it.
Cross
women's football.
No, but what it will mean is this will generate hype.
Yeah, but
I mean, if you're coming and thinking,
the thing is, for me, I know I get what you're saying, but for me, I want it to be recognised as the Lionesses, not comparison.
No. You misunderstood. What I mean is, I'm not aside from the England thing. I mean a statement that England are beating the European champions 4-1. That is as an enclosed bubble.
Instead of you're
that's going to generate more
excitement to wrap it up and ramp it up more than what it should be.
Reverse pass here on Carter. They've got numbers in the box here if they can find them. Carter loops across.
Here we go.
Van
Cross.
Vierendal flaps it in.
Mead.
It's
Oh,
loose again. It's 5.
It's a
I
free
think
kick.
it's no. I think is it 5?
that went in. That went
It
in.
was a free kick
Yeah,
before.
but I think it'll be given as a foul on the keeper. I don't think it's going to count. I
Yeah.
think the ref has flagged it. But it's the ball comes here. Vierendal flaps at it under pressure from Russo.
Yeah,
That'll
and
be
then
seen as
Russo-
a foul on the keeper.
Building by
Yeah,
the day,
that's a
you're
foul.
going to end up having
It's a foul.
like a black book of guests.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah,
Brilliant,
it's
Doug.
a
I'd
foul.
love that. I'd love that. The more people we get on, the better. As much as I love these beautiful lot on your screen who are always my regulars or my little stars that I have all the time. I do like having new guests on. So
And
definitely
Parrish is on.
we'll get you one for July.
Parrish is
Hey,
on
here
for
comes
Henk.
Keats.
Here comes Keats.
Oh.
If she could get something
Is this
out of
Keats?
these last 10
Hang on a
minutes,
second. Is Keats going to
No.
go play through the middle? Then I take it.
probably not.
Yeah,
They're probably
there's
playing. I
me,
think they're playing
man.
Toon for the middle, or Russo.
Wilms is
Russo
on-
for the middle.
Okay. Wilms has
So-
come off for Captiain. Is that right, Matt?
I'm
Sorry?
just
I need.
Matt CAP for Netherlands. I didn't catch the rest
Yeah.
of her name. She's come on for Wilms.
Right.
Williamson
See, the
slipper I
thing
need. Netherlands. Checking
That's the
side.
first 3 letters.
Van
Sorry.
der Donk. Blocked. England. Ooh, Van der Donk's come back with a vengeance
Williamson.
and given away
Ooh.
the free kick.
yeah, that was a bad tackle.
That was a bad tackle. That was straight through the
That was
back
a
on Leah. I thought we were
Yeah,
friends.
well, I thought they were friends.
Yeah, I thought we were colleagues
Then again,
once. Comrades.
Ready? Here we go. Make the phone call.
What phone call?
I'm not too sure. I think that might be an Eddie Nketiah reference.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, Eddie's, wrong sport.
Right, sport,
Shout out
wrong
for Eddie
team.
getting the contract. Wrong team. Yeah.
Kasparaj.
Yeah, that's it.
That's as close as I can get to it.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
Bronze.
CASPRIJ. So
Yeah.
Can we just actually say,
But then
Lucy
again-
Bronze, what a game she's had.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Hats
Hats off to
guys,
Bronze.
8-minute warning. 8-minute warning. I want to know your player of the match and the goal of the match. So have a think about that. Do not answer now.
No.
That is for after the game.
That's
People
fine,
in the
that's
chat,
fine.
have a think about yours and wait for full time and then let us know. Oh,
Bronze here. Argy Bargy comes in again. Comes up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a training foot. Oh, accidental.
trailing foot in the face. That
trailing
wasn't
foot.
intentional.
Clonked on the face.
I don't think she
Unfortunate.
realised that she hit her in the face, to be honest.
I just want to check my feed because I'm sure I know people.
That does not look good. She's just
who are
missed her
supporting the
eye.
orange, and they are going to be absolutely fuming.
Yeah, they've just missed
Yeah.
Jansen's eye. She's going to end up with a black eye in the next week or so, I
The
think.
Arsenal supporters group chat will probably be going huge. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't
Harris.
think you can really tell what happened there.
Plays it on, but that's a dead pass. It's off.
Yeah, no.
Is it?
No good.
It must have been a boot.
Yeah, no, it was a boot. Matt, when it zooms in on her and she's talking to the medic, look at her face.
Here we go. Here's the replay.
Yeah, do you know what? It's so nice to see so many young fans at these games.
Oh,
But
yes,
enjoying the
right.
game.
She's
This
brushed her
is a tournament.
forehead.
It's a tournament for the young fans. You know, that's the thing. This is what they do not look happy.
Yes.
Dutch fans
I
do
do-
not look happy at
Right,
all.
with
Yeah.
the roadshow as well, the amount of bits and pieces that they do, so like the refereeing decisions, and you can colour the walls, and you got the stickers available, and trying to think what else you got. You can take a photo with a trophy. You can take a photo with the player of the match award, and there's a chance for you to do some presenting and things like that. It's a very. I don't think it's just towards a young audience. I think it's very much. If you're open to the opportunity, it's there for you.
Going for a roam, go for a
No,
Carter.
definitely. I
No,
get
she's
that.
gone to Pat Keats. Turned over.
Keats,
Still Keats.
she
Keats.
keeps doing that. Come on, Keats.
Carter
Harris.
into centre. Need to switch it out wide. Bronze.
Have you all decided whether or not you're going to one of the road shows or not?
I need to double check the date again.
I just don't have the
I've
time.
got-
First,
I've got a
I
lot
do-
going on.
I think it's like the 1st or the 2nd of July. I think.
Isn't that the one that's near you though?
No, the London one.
Let's.
30th of June is the last friendly, so that's
Oh,
the last
gosh.
one we'll be doing.
Yeah, and we are doing a 4:30 kickoff. So guys, I should be here from 4:00. Hopefully these guys on the panel will join me. But it is a 4:00 kickoff, a 4:30 kickoff. So that should be interesting. I'm sure we'll figure something out. So
well, that's the one that's over in
Yeah.
Switzerland, isn't it? So
So and that's why it's at the earlier kickoff. We will be on ITV4 again, and the commentary will be brought to you by Cannon Chatter.
The London one's 2nd of July.
Yeah, I was going to say the last two. You've got one in Brighton at the Holy Promenade, which is tomorrow, and then you've got the one at Pottersfield Park on the
which
2nd.
is that Southwark. That's Southwark in London.
Stanway pressing.
Yeah, that's
pressing. Oh, turnover potentially if we can win the ball back here. Russo's there. She's got it. And can she find someone? She has.
Come on, Elisa.
Build.
Come on.
Quick. Cross.
We're going across.
Harris. What? Head clear.
Oh.
Carter. Pick up the pieces. Keeps it alive. 1, 2. And it's a free kick to England.
Yeah, it's free kick on 2.
Park is
2 there.
Park right next to the Tower of London.
Isn't it Tower Bridge?
I think. Hang on.
It should be next to both. It's either on one side of the river or it's the other.
Yeah, well, the south side is near London Bridge Station, and the north side is Tower of London. So it's
So
I
it's
need
fun
to
there
put
somewhere,
this
guys.
in the group chat as well. Is the Champions League draw has come out today?
Oh yes.
Oh, we'll talk about that after. Hold fire on that.
No, it's not Arsenal there, is it? It's just Man City.
No.
No, of course not. Just hold fire on that for a minute, Matt.
Free kick here. Beth Mead to take.
Russo.
Right, come on, Mick.
It's nice to see Russo actually be that. Oh, Paris, no, defended.
Mead being a bit cheeky on the far.
She's having the time of her life.
Yeah.
Here we go. Beth Mead. It couldn't be 5, could it? No.
Could it be?
Oh no! And don't say we're all going to bring out a DVD afterwards. As well.
No.
We
should just gone, and you have to say it's fantastic.
All right. It is nice to see us beating the Netherlands after such a long run.
Mead makes it 5.
We're
on
here,
the
number 17. Mead checks. She's still got it.
Oh, Mead.
Mead, quick to the corner. Still Mead.
Still Mead.
Take the shot.
Anyone?
Oh,
take the shot.
Overplayed
Someone
it.
take the
Overplayed
shot.
Yeah.
Too many touches. Elatoon chasing the ball down with Mead. Mead, free kick.
Free kick. Tap and go. They're going to keep going. Keep the pressure on. Almost lost it there.
Off we go.
Back in field.
Elatoon.
Mead.
You're all right, though. She is having a nice little giggle to herself about
it was really cheeky because she put it a bit too far forward.
Too close. And the ref just gave it, just rolled it back.
I got Taha Scott. No, I can't believe this England destroyed the Netherlands. Viv has been on the bench most of the game and she's having a very quiet game as a number 9. The Arsenal have worked out she's better at number 10, but you guys have got
that's
DVD.
The thing. We've barely mentioned Viv. The only thing DVD's done is won a penalty.
You know what?
I know, but they've been extremely quiet. I mean, as I said, when Viv came on, she looked mortified.
Yeah. Luke's ball over the top. Fix
It's
on.
been a long time coming. Out of 10 games.
And again, can England win the loose ball here?
This Dutch team are still finding their feet, though, under this manager. Whereas I think Sarina's got them. They've got it into their heads.
Well, so I say Sarina and Mark started at the same time because he followed her.
Yeah, because they've both got 3 wins under their belt. Was it? And 1 draw, and now they were handing them their first
chances here through the middle. If England are on side here, they've got a chance. Cross. I don't believe it's hit. It's loose.
No, Beth Mead.
Yes, it's 5.
Yes, 5-1.
Come on,
Mead.
Yes, it is.
Mead.
Could it be 5?
Mead.
What a hammering! She can't believe it. We can't believe it. The fans can't believe it. It's 5-1.
It's absolutely unbelievable. And Sam and Matt look so bored. They're not even happy. There we go. We got some smiles.
Defense is just so static.
Sorry, Matt.
I mean,
sorry, Matt.
Dom Jansen's feet are in treacle here. She can't move. Mead drops her and just, oh my word.
Is Mead on her way to her 4th England hat trick?
Yeah, and when we said 2 down, there's 1 left. There's still time.
There's still time as well, and there's added minutes as well. She's on her way to her 4th hat trick.
Still comes in.
I don't know how time was going to be. I mean, Netherlands is going to have the final whistle.
Last one. Oh, that is a lovely finish. Oh, that was beautiful. You know what? That is a very typical Beth Mead goal. The fact that she cuts it in, loses the defender, and then just shoots straight across the
goalkeeper. Clear. Oof, that was close.
4 minutes.
4 extra minutes for me to get her hat trick. Let's go.
Long throw.
Let's go.
England are through.
It's
Paris.
Taha's got England destroying Netherlands.
Can she find someone? It's in. It's looping. Reverse. And it's... I think I got there.
Taha is loving the fact that England are beating the Netherlands.
It's still England. It's still Mead.
Come on.
Still time for the hat trick. Back here. Oh, they're showing off now. They're showing off now.
That's toying with them. That's not
filthy, that is. Russo cycles it back to the halfway line.
I love the fact she's got a huge smile on her face from just that scoring that goal.
Oh no,
I know.
Guys, did Beth Mead not tell you she's not playing the Netherlands? This is a Sunday kickabout.
No.
Quick training session.
Absolutely.
You know what, as well, I look at some of these players play for Arsenal and they've missed out big time on winning a trophy this season.
This would mean so much.
It would mean a whole lot for them to be able to go. We haven't even got the fixtures yet, but imagine opening day, we get a game at the Emirates. That would be a great way to sort of show off a trophy.
If England can do well at this tournament, I think you'll get and then we have an opening game at the Emirates. I think we'll get a big crowd. I really do.
No, definitely. Especially the thing is, we'll be starting mid-September this season, and the men should be off on their international break. So the ground's going to be empty. Arsenal, if you're listening,
I'll tell you what,
Paris.
If Russo's
the defensive shape is completely shot here. They've just got players anywhere now. Bronze with the cross. Netherlands clear. Bronze can't get the rebound.
Bronze on the floor again. She's not got up. Hang on, flag's gone up.
No. You know what? I'll wait until you'll get.
Bronze is all right. Thank God for that.
42. Got about 20 seconds left.
I know it's a friendly. I know there's no, there's nothing. There's no weight on it. I don't think I've seen this Dutch team look this bad.
Look at all the young fans getting really excited.
I know.
Oh, that's just so cute.
Danny's like running about at the moment. She's trying to do something, but she's not being able to do anything.
She's going through.
There we go.
Russo off the bar. It could have been 6.
It could have been 6. Russo, you had the goal to yourself.
She went for power. She panicked. She went for power.
That's what she generally does, though, I find.
She's onside, and she doesn't look at the goal. She just powers it.
She just does. She just
got to score there.
She's got to score it. I mean,
but you've got.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But she should have scored.
Lucy Brown's doing her best yoga impression at the moment.
Yeah.
The downward dog, not the downward dog. What's the one where you like?
I don't know what you're on about, Matt. You're talking.
Oh, what? Yeah, no, she was doing a downward dog thing before she got up. Yeah, she was. That was right, Matt.
I'd call it the aerial pose.
Yeah,
like when she's on the rock.
This must be the heaviest Dutch defeat, like a record, like Netherlands defeat, a modern era in Dutch.
Is Russo?
That's it.
Oh, in the
we just said it's off the bar. Right.
There we go.
My player of the match, and it's player of the match, personal bias, Beth Mead. Anyone?
I haven't even got my words out my mouth.
Well, I thought I'd just get it out there and then leave it to you to discuss.
I'm going to say Lauren Hemp just to annoy you.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, I own that. That's fine. I deserve that.
And she's having the goal of the actually Beth Mead gets the goal of the match.
Best first goal of the match.
Yeah. So I had two names that was very much in the balance until Beth scored the second, and then
Yeah.
she got it. But the other one was Lucy Bronze, because literally every attack, you've been kind of the start of it. Like,
yeah. Right, guys in the chat, let me know who your players and matches and which one was your favourite goal. Matt, your turn. Have you got hit full time yet?
No, I've got a
Right,
throw-in.
Adam, you can elaborate on your answers since you were so
full time.
keen.
Well, I'll just simply Mead came off the bench, and from then on, England looked a completely different prospect. She scored an amazing first goal. Well, it was a team goal, but she finished. But that was an amazing, back to front, and then she capped it off at the end with a goal of her own. But honourable shout out to Lucy Bronze, one best I've seen sort of with England for quite some time. Great first.
That is her best performance I've ever seen from her
since the World Cup. Since she had some, since the Norway game. I mean, her goal was great, but I think there was an element of fluke to it, and there's a goalkeeping error. Funniest moment was, I think it was Toon was it with the goal, or was it Stanway? It was Toon when she scooped it into her own net. Was the but like it was Keystone Cops at the back in the Nevers. I've never seen them that. I know they're suspect at the back, but I've never seen them that bad, and that's really interesting. Really interesting. But Beth Mead for me.
Okay, brilliant. Matt?
Drops mic.
Watch your head, Matt. That must have hit your head a bit hard, Matt.
Yeah.
To be fair. Sam, be careful. I might decide to throw something on your head in a minute.
I'm going to actually disagree with all of you. I think that Alicia Russo came in and did a job.
Nice.
Obviously, she.
I like different opinions.
But I was going to bring this up. Is that she brings something different? She's a tall player compared to some of the other strikers that we've got. Yes. She likes to
Especially Keats is short, so
she likes to bring others into play. I got the assist for Mead's goal as the second one, and that's what you kind of need in this tournament. You need a variety of strikers, and Alicia Russo will be one to watch. And if Man United can't sort out their contract with her, Arsenal should be looking to sign her up. That's for sure, because she's one hell of a player.
No, completely. But who would you get rid of for her to come in?
I think she'll be able to fight Stina for that top spot. Not a problem.
Yeah, but Stina needs some competition. Like, she needs not only competition, but I think she needs, what if she gets injured? We kind of haven't got another striker when she does get injured. If we do,
but
realistically, you don't have a second striker or even a third striker, because if you can play Viv as the 10, you then need to bring someone else in. Obviously, we don't know what Jonas is going to do over the summer.
I think the first thing on his mind is all the commentary we're going to hear of him, which is really exciting. I think it's going to be fun.
I don't think anyone will do any sort of transfer business until after the Euros anyway. I don't think anyone.
Yeah, I think we've got our renewal sorted. I think that's the main thing. I mean, we've tied Viv down again. It's Maritz. What's that name? My mind's gone blank. Caitlin Ford.
Lotte, Maritz, Catley, Leah.
Ford,
and Lydia Williams is also one that was last we heard was still ongoing, so we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I think if anything's going to be announced, it will be Lydia. If Lydia decides to stay, it will be her because she's got the summer off.
I believe Lydia Williamson. Lydia Williams, sorry.
Williams. Yeah.
I believe
there's a hybrid of two players there.
Yeah, Lydia Williams. I think Lydia's going.
I do feel she will be.
Yeah, I think she's going. If I'm brutally honest, I think she's got a home tournament to look forward to next summer, and she needs to get playing time. She can't be playing second fiddle. So,
no, exactly. She's got the World Cup next summer. I think she will move so she can be number one for Australia. Yeah, because obviously Ford and Catley are going to have no problems from over here. Kerr's going to walk straight into that team as well. I'm just trying to think, is there any other Aussie players that we've got over here? They're the main ones, aren't they?
Man City, Hayley Russo, Man City. Actually, funny enough, I've got a nice little story that about Alana Kennedy. I've completely walked past her when they went to the Everton game. I nearly turned around to her because your friend Adam. I quite know her a little bit as well. Anati, even.
Who?
Unati.
Oh, Anati. Yeah.
She, she said happy birthday to Alana and she was wearing an Arsenal shirt.
Yes.
I nearly turned around to her and said, "Why aren't you wearing an Arsenal shirt?" To her at that. But
no, I know.
I think I remember that story. I think you might have dropped that in our WhatsApp group because I remember that one. I'm just gonna flick through the comments. Great game, great show, you guys. Thank you, Riddy.
Thank you, Riddy.
Make sure you smash that like button, and to the other 7 people in the chat, please smash that like button. And if you're enjoying the content, drop us a follow and turn the notification bell on. We are here for Euro content for the whole month of July. We start the show on the 5th, which is going to be very, very exciting stuff. I've got a superstar guest coming on, so make sure you come find out who it is. I'm just going to quickly whiz through these comments. Taha Scott, I love what I see from England. I know for sure the Netherlands backline is not that good as back then.
Yeah.
I think the advantage of it is Sarina knows them inside out.
Sarina does know them inside out.
And they know how Sarina works.
Yes. That was the other thing I was going to say earlier. Sorry, Lottie, I know you're trying to wrap up, but the fact that she's had that in the pipeline, that she's been able to tell them what's going to happen over the last couple of years, not just when she was coming in.
No, exactly. I completely agree. Taha Scott, the why. The Euro is going to be great this summer, but CONCACAF, I can't remember what that's short for, but
it's CONCACAF.
Yeah. As well as a group with the USA, Mexico, Haiti, and Jamaica.
Ooh, interesting.
That's a juicy group, actually, to be fair.
The Copa America is also on for the women as well. So wish the best of luck to Rafaela.
Yes,
well.
Definitely. Definitely. Gary saying great show great show, Lottie, and panel and chat room. Exactly. Yes. And that is why we're here, Gary. Although, Gary, you are our lucky charm at the moment for any goal that goes in at the moment. You just appear. I'm sure you've got us on in the background, but you've just dropped back into the chat to let us know. You're still here with us. So I'm going to wrap up for tonight, boys. We've been here almost 3 hours, which is a very, very long time. I'm going to start with Sam. Sam, where can everybody find you on social media?
It's next to my name. I like to do that now. So Sam Wilson AFC with the 1 being the I.
Mm-hmm. Okay, brilliant. And Matt, are you going to remember your Twitter handle?
Yeah, it's at MattLR28.
Definitely. And Adam?
Yep, I just again apologies for people who were wearing headphones. I know there's a bit noise in your ears, but if you liked hearing what I'm saying, but you don't like hearing loud noise in your ears, you can read what I say in written form at my Twitter handle, which is just there at AdamSalter4.
Brilliant, boys. I just want to say thank you for everything tonight, as usual. You've all been amazing company, and I do love doing these games with you because it means I don't get to watch the game on my own, which I'm sure you guys would have done as well.
You should never watch a game alone.
No, exactly. But I always enjoy these when I watch these with you guys. So thank you for joining me. Everybody in the chat, thank you for keeping us company. I hope you've really enjoyed it. And the last comment of the show goes to Doug. Great show. See you all very soon. Definitely, Doug. Definitely see you soon. And I'm going to give Sam the last word of the show.
Oh, wow.
Good luck.
I know the last 2 times I've landed it on Matt and Adam, so
I'm just going to leave it with a wow. That kind of sums it up quite well.
Okay, brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, guys, keep chatting and we'll see you next Thursday. Good night.
Down for the long